don't see how we can make bigger enemies.
To be offended or frightened of everything.
So you've become like the sort of Tony Scarface of podcasting.
Greetings and salutations, you sultry sons of bitches. Welcome to the morning show. My name is Phil Balabanos, and here I am. So, I don't know what happened there.
Are you okay, bro?
Hello. I saw myself not wearing black. It's really weird. I feel odd not wearing dark colors. Spring has sprung, so I put on some lighter colors today. George is wearing an extra tight, sexy Just Us Dads t-shirt because that is the name of his hit podcast where he talks with his childhood friends about what it's like to be a father. He also has the Backstage podcast, which hiatus again, George? Yeah, his face says it all. It's on hiatus again because nobody wants to come to his basement. Nobody wants to come to his fucking basement.
That sounds very creepy.
His daughter's tied up in a Brooklyn basement. George is the host of these two podcasts. You can check all the links out in the description. The Poseidon 69, the producer of The Morning Show, and many other a show on this great network, the Pantelis Comedy Network. You should go to patreon.com/Pantelis to support Poseidon's rent. Maybe, I don't know. How does that work? Do you get any of that? Let's not talk about it. No, you should definitely support the Patreon. It is one of the most active Patreons in existence.
Yeah,
I think we're currently, I'm not part of that, but I don't want to take credit where it's not due, but 927 shows a week, right? 926.
Yeah.
So many fucking new pieces of content, and a lot of them are early access or Patreon exclusive, like...
In Bed with Poseidon.
Really? You plugged your own show? Club Zeus.
Club Zeus.
Son of a bitch. He's like, oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. And if you were wondering, I don't know if I said it, but I probably did. My name is Phil Balabanos. I make commercials and videos. Those are videos for those of you who don't understand. You can go to balabanos.com. I mispronounced my own last name there. Balabanos.com. You can check out all that stuff. I'm doing some cool stuff. Check out 3conomics, where I'm talking about how the future is going to destroy our lives, but in a positive way, like more optimistic. And that's all I have to say. Poseidon, how you doing?
I'm doing very well.
I instantly regretted asking. George,
What's going on,
this
guys?
is how I'm feeling today.
Yeah.
I'm a little jittery because I've had too many coffees, if you haven't guessed. I also haven't slept enough. So give me good news. I want something that I can yes, fuck yeah.
You'll be disappointed.
Well, thanks for joining us on the morning show. What do you got? You got anything interesting? Anything not sad or terrible?
Okay, so I'm not gonna start
I
with
don't
that
like
one.
the sound of that.
I won't start with that one.
Okay, do it. Start with that one.
Oh man. Okay, well, last episode we spoke about a girl being beaten up.
God damn it, George.
And we're talking about how us dads and how we feel about it. So I come home that same day, or I heard on the radio or on TV, I can't remember.
Oh God.
And the news comes out that a young girl, was sexually assaulted at a Guzzo cinema in Terrebonne. 18 years old. She booked some movie night with some guy she randomly found on social media. You know how it is now. People don't talk anymore. 18 years old.
Oh,
the kid was 16, and he showed up to the movies with a friend of his who was 17. They picked a seat up in the corner somewhere where nobody could see them. They started drinking. There's suspicion that she was drugged. And then they started assaulting the girl. People in the movie theater kind of intervened. They called the cops. The cops came. They
At least
the kids in. I mean, the girl was so out of it, she couldn't even give her own
statement.
Statement.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what's crazy about this? First of all, okay, I mean, I don't understand what the fuck is wrong with these parents and how they educate their kids. Why the fuck would you do that, man? Like, what's wrong with you? You know what I mean? And again, that whole father instinct comes in. And I don't want to place any blame on the girl. I mean, you know, she was a victim to these atrocious things. But at the same time, don't you teach your daughter, like, these fucking strangers on these stupid social media things? Like, what are you doing, man? You know what I mean? Come on.
Look, I'm not going to be an asshole because, I mean, even before dating apps, I remember being like 18 and like meeting people on like primitive social media and being like, should we go to the movies? And you're like, yeah. Like, I've done it. I've been to the movies with a stranger. I mean, I didn't drug or get drugged. That's not the point of the story. I'm just saying, like, I get the need, but it's dangerous, and people need to know that. Like, also, the second guy showed up, get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Like, we did not agree to bring two friends, unless you agreed to bring two friends. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a fucked up story. Also, in the fucking movie theater, like, what a weird place to commit sexual assault. That just only goes to show that the criminal element in society, the rapists, they're only getting stupider with everyone else. So my hope is that by the law of odds and Darwinism, eventually they'll be too dumb to commit crimes.
You're
Yeah.
right.
How does that work?
I mean,
it's an interesting point.
How do you commit something that normally happens in a dank, dark room behind closed doors in a fucking movie theater? Yeah, okay, it's dark, but there's other people there. You really thought you were going to drug a girl and rape her, two guys, in a movie theater and no one was going to see you?
Did they drug her like in the movie theater?
We
Or
don't know yet. There's suspicion.
know.
I mean, they had alcohol. They were drinking, but the girl was out of it. Like, she was practically passed out. The
Jesus
cops were trying to
Christ.
get a statement, and she was.
There, someone said something in the chat. Fellow Phil over here, so he says the parents of those fucking guys. Yes, fuck those parents. I think if your child under 18 commits a crime like that, a heinous act, you should do time too. Not in his place, with him. Like, you fucked up. You raised a fucking little
Well, no,
rapist.
because by that logic, then the sins of your father also.
No, the sins of the father do not fall on the son, but the sins of the son fall on the father.
Not necessarily, man, because you could do all the right things. We know people like this. You could do all the right things, raise your child the right way, teach him the right stuff, and still he could turn out to be a piece of shit.
You know people like this?
Yes, I do.
I don't know any people
I
like
know
that.
one
I
person,
think that is a statistical impossibility.
but I know somebody like this.
Without giving me their name, like
I went to a school with a person.
what is
like
the
this.
crimes this person has committed?
And he's actually a dumbass and he's committed. He's gotten stopped for the dumbest ways. I'm not gonna say it because too many people. Anyways,
Okay. All right. So he's
but-
a well-known dumbass.
yeah. So
I mean, look, there's definitely a component where, you know, education at home plays a role. I mean, I don't know where I stand. I mean, I can understand what Poseidon is saying, where there's parents that have given everything the full attention, and the kid just gets drawn by whatever circles he's hanging out with. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I hope I'm never gonna get there, honestly.
Well, it depends what influences the kid's mind most, right?
I mean, but even that, if you see that your kid is getting bad, like you see the influence, an invasive and not positive influence on your kid, and you don't intervene in any. I'm not saying, no, you can hang out with that guy. I just mean, like, I had bad influences, and I remember my parents telling me, like, those guys are idiots. You shouldn't be hanging around with those guys. And I was like, whatever, Dad, they're my friends, man. You're just not cool. Like,
But
I get
also
it.
don't
Teenagers
forget-
suck, but still.
Also, don't forget.
But also
another reality.
the kid has to have a enough elevated IQ to realize this. You understand? Like, at a certain age, I realized the people I was hanging out with, I was like, yeah, this is not going nowhere
Yeah, me
nice.
too. But
You
at least I
understand?
had my father's voice in the back of my head.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. I had nobody's voice.
You had
There's also-
voices.
There's
Yeah,
also
there
the
you go.
reality, guys. There's also the
The
reality,
voices,
guys, that we
Phil.
grew up in a very close community, right? I mean, for the kids that went to the schools that we went to, and like the parents all knew each other. They knew the kids. It's not like,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
you know,
And,
school now. You don't know who your kids are hanging out with, who those parents are. I mean, and
I mean,
guess
for
that's
me, it's
normal.
the same experience, right?
Yeah.
For my kids in the same school, I know most of her friends' parents from before they were friends, right?
Yeah.
But I see what you mean. Like high school is where I get more concerned, where I'm gonna have less access to her social circle.
Yeah, Eric Plord wrote in the chat. He goes, "My mom did everything. I ended up using drug and alcohol at 14 anyway." But
that's different.
But
that's
Eric,
not a violent crime.
did he have his father? I'm curious if he had his father in his life, because if you don't have if you grow up like in a single household with just your mother or just your father, there's always going to be the void of the other parent missing inside you.
I mean, but falling into the drug trap, which it is a trap, right? Like
100%,
just like nicotine is.
Yeah,
that's a different. You're not you're not hurting anyone but yourself. I mean, I understand that when you're fucking jonesing and you need money, you may commit crime. But that's different. That's not a foregone conclusion either.
Okay, I see. Yeah, you're comparing it to this. Yeah, no,
I'm talking about two guys who are like, bro, let's rape a bitch. Like that thought process, and also like, someone else said.
How old were these guys?
17 and 16.
One was 16, one was 17.
And how old was the girl?
The girl was 18.
It's a weird situation.
No, but
there has
to be some sickness in your brain to make you think that.
I don't think so. I think it's a societal sickness. I think it's become. I think the internet and the way kids interact with each other has created a real disconnect between consequence to their actions, consequences on other people, on themselves, and on the world around them. Because everything online it doesn't feel real, even though to them it's real. You understand what I'm trying to say? I don't know if I'm explaining that properly. I'm not sure what I'm trying to say. I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's an isolated incident. I don't want to look at it in a vacuum. This seems like something that's happening often, more and more. Rape has always happened. Like, men have been raping since men were able to be men. Like, since we existed. I mean, we're hardwired to be aggressive sometimes, right?
No.
But at the same time, what the fuck? Like, these things are happening. I can't get past the fact that they did it in a fucking movie theater.
But then it raises the question, did they even know what they were doing was wrong?
That's the real question. Yeah. Or they're like, oh, this is what they do.
Because then if they did it, well, not, so they drugged her with actual drugs, or they just got her hammered?
We don't actually know.
We don't know.
We're assuming.
Yet. The only thing that's been reported is that they had drinks, which, again, I mean, and I feel bad. I feel bad kind of putting the blame on the girl because of everything that happened. But
you don't know
this person. You don't know.
No,
this
don't
person.
put her in the gulag. I know. She's extraordinary.
You don't know this person. Okay, you go watch a movie. Let's say it's okay. Then you see the two of them show up.
Sorry.
Like there should already be a flag there. Okay, it didn't happen.
Look, there are questions to be asked, George. Did she know?
They squeeze you all the way to the corner seats. Okay, let's say we let that one slip. The minute they take out alcohol and all that bullshit, like, aren't you telling yourself, fuck, okay, this is maybe going a little too far? Like,
no, because she's 18 and she's like, yo, I'm down to party. Like, we're going to drink in the movie theater. Like, that doesn't seem like a dangerous thing, except it can be.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Where it goes, if you don't know it's wrong at 17, get shot.
I don't know.
Anyways, let's move on.
That whole consent conversation is a long conversation, right?
Well, no, it's not that long. It's
actually a lot more complex than it seems, right? I mean, it's also very simple. Yeah. Child analogy, okay?
It's difficult.
My daughter yesterday or 2 days ago came up to me and she's like, my friend keeps kissing me. I was like, what do you mean? She has a friend, another girl, who keeps kissing her on the cheek because she's just like a happy kid, right? Anyways, but I've met this little girl. She's just like the happiest, friendliest little girl, right? She's just
she's
happy.
Just friendly. She's
but my daughter
kid,
goes,
bro.
I don't like when she does it. I go, does she ask you to do it or she just does it? She goes, no, I tell her not to and she doesn't. I go, look, now I have to have, even though it's a weird and very simple and very innocent analog, I have to like, look, if you don't want to, because that opens the door to other things.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's like she's learning or she's developing. So I'm like, look, you got to tell her. She goes, what if she doesn't stop? I go, if she doesn't fucking stop, push her away and tell her stop it. What if she doesn't want to be my friend? I go, then that's fucked up. That's crazy. I didn't tell her those words. I go, like, she needs to respect that. She goes, well, sometimes my other friend, Chris's daughter, she goes, I like to like rub her hair like this. I'm like, do you ask her first? She goes, yeah, obviously. I'm like, yeah, exactly. Like, you don't just touch people, you ask them. So like, it's, even at 5 years old, it's such a silly example. But these are like the first steps towards understanding like individual sovereignty, like your body, your consent. Like, it seems dumb, but it's not. It's like the stepping stones towards that, right?
Yeah.
Also, why is this little girl kissing everybody? It's fucking weird. It's COVID.
Yeah.
But they're kids, bro. They just
I know,
if they
they're
like
just
another
happy.
person. They want to show affection, and they see their parents. You know, the kisses on the cheek. So
Yeah,
they go,
I know.
This is how they
This is
show
how they show
affection.
affection. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the kids, they don't understand.
Look, if she was telling me my friend really likes me, she keeps punching me in the mouth and telling me, "I'm sorry, how you made me do that." I'd be like, that kid has a fucked up home situation.
Yeah, exactly.
But clearly, she's in a loving household. They just maybe a little too much PDA.
no.
But like kids are weird. Like my 2-year-old the other day goes, "My friend," and licked her
No,
friend.
but
I
maybe
was
it's
like,
not
okay.
even too much PDA, but maybe she sees the father give a like before he leaves for work, give a kiss on the cheek on the mother. You know what I mean?
Imagine my friend keeps slapping my ass and telling me go get him. I'm like, what? What are you talking about?
That's funny.
Oh God. Anyway, all right.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Just a follow up from Wednesday again, because during the show I told you guys that on that day on Wednesday, the Quebec government was supposed to make an announcement on a plan to start lifting measures. So so I followed that story, and I even sent you guys the article of what exactly happened, which is completely ridiculous because the government on one hand is saying, okay, so we're going to announce our plan to lift measures. We're putting in place a bill that we're going to vote on that will outline exactly how the process is going to work. I don't even know why you need to pass a bill. I mean, the only thing you need to do is just end the emergency, the state of emergency. I mean, you don't need to pass
specifically said they were not.
Exactly, but that's exactly what happened. So
Everyone who's been saying, "Oh, thank God it's all over," we're going back to regular life. Everyone is wrong. The fact that they will not what's the word? Revoke or end the state of emergency just tells. What'd you say?
To retrieve?
Where are they retrieving it from? Did it fall in a fucking well? What are you talking about? No. Retrieve the state of emergency? No, revoke or end the state of emergency.
Okay.
That's just because they're just giving us they're breaking us psychologically. They're like, give them the summer, let them remember, and then fucking take it away again.
No, it's crazy. Look, they want to lift the state of emergency.
No, they don't. Because then they'd have to do extra work to bring it back if they needed to.
I'll tell you why they will, because in the bill that they're proposing...
Somebody record this part of the episode so we can have it, so when George is wrong in a few weeks, I can laugh at him in his face while I cry that society's crumbled.
All I'm saying is that the state of emergency, the reason why they're saying that they're going to lift or end the state of emergency is because in this law that they're preparing to pass, it says that the government is going to keep some measures in place even after the state of emergency has been has ended, and that's where the problem is, and that's why they have to pass. And that's why they have to pass a law.
Laws, yeah.
Yeah. So all this is going to last until. So long story short, it didn't pass obviously. So they have to go back and draft another bill. Because the government initially said, look, this is going to last until the end of this year. So what this means basically is that, we're going to end the state of emergency, but we're going to maintain certain measures in place. And we're like, so the opposition parties were like, okay, what are you talking about? What kind of measures do you want to keep in place? And the one concerning one is the fact that for 2 years now, they've been governing on decrees, basically, right? So it's like, this is what we're going to do, and that's it. It's an emergency situation.
Scrolls, George.
Long story short, George, what you're trying to say is that they refuse to let go of their power. They're grasping at it.
It's power hunger.
So it's almost like that's never happened before. That the
It's
government
almost like
got
people-
some emergency power and they just gave it up right away.
It's almost
They
like folks
retrieved it,
warned
George.
us.
The most worrying thing is that throughout the 2.5 years now, the government has been able to issue public contracts without going to bid because
Wait,
of
what?
the state of emergency.
What does one have to do with the other?
What's the worst
Like,
time?
why does the landscaping contract bid have to do with COVID?
We're not talking about landscaping. We're
I'm just
talking
saying.
about masks, equipment, provisions, that sort of thing.
So, but it has to be medical related, right? It can't be like the guys cleaning the National Assembly.
guys, I don't want this to get out of hand. As far as I'm concerned, I trust what the government is doing. It's not as if they mandated some sort of vaccine and told us it's safe to take, and then 37 pages of side effects came out. It's not like that ever happened.
I mean, that never happened.
That's never happened.
No, that last part never happened.
Fucking conspiracy theorists.
All right.
So anyway, all hell broke loose on Wednesday, basically. So they're gonna go back to the drawing board and see exactly how they can present it. But it's crazy. It's crazy to think that your health authority is telling you, listen, I mean, we're pretty much done with it. We're going to have to start living with it. But the government says, no. We still need to hold on to this, to these measures because there may potentially be a sixth wave. Like, it's just let it go, man. Let it go. And if anything happens, well, we're going to go back to step one like we did 2 years ago.
I feel like they're preparing us for something to happen. I feel like this is all bullshit.
But you know what the thing is, Pantelis? The weird thing is that we know we're going into elections. Most probably in October. Why are you extending this until the end of the year? How are you
justifying?
Like, how do you justify it? Like, no, we're gonna hold on to this until December, but you may not even be the government.
We don't need to justify it, peasant. Do as we say. That's basically what they're doing.
Do you think he would pull like a move where like he loses the election, but because he has emergency powers, like he cancels?
Oh, that would be so funny. People were under duress of COVID. These results do not count.
Yeah.
I mean, they could technically, if we're still in
pull some shit like that.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yo.
technically, unless I misunderstand the legal ramifications of the Emergency Act, if we're still in the not the Emergency Act, but emergency state of emergency. Sorry,
the emergency
if we're
measures.
still in the state of emergency, they could decide in October to not call elections, right, George? And say because of the ongoing current situation and COVID, we're going to have to postpone elections into the new year. They could.
Yeah, because people have to be in line.
It's not even that. It's just they don't even need to justify it that far. They can just be like, well, look.
Just like the papers that came out now, they had no justification for the curfew.
How that would work, because technically you're supposed to call elections. So do you skip elections, or do you find an alternate way of?
Or do you just say we're postponing it until the next?
Are you asking me as a human being who would like us to be living in a democratic society? Or are you asking me as what I would do if I was a dictator?
I'm wondering what the procedure is. I don't know.
I want to know what you should.
The procedure is voting.
Viva.
The procedure in a democratic nation is to vote.
The next time you have Viva on, you should definitely ask him that question. Could they do that legally? He might know.
Well, legally, here's the problem. He's already told me this when I asked him about the stuff that they're doing that's illegal. He goes, the problem is when they enact these emergency measures, forget what you think is legal and illegal. There's no...
It's like the Patriot Act.
They could do whatever they want. Yeah. So essentially, right now it's illegal. No one can come here and be like, Phil, today we're rounding up baldies. They can't do that right now. Under the emergencies measure, none of that shit matters. We'll deal with it later.
During a state of emergency, a lot of things are different.
And the scary thing is if they just keep basically reneging and upping their powers when there's no reason for them to have the powers, then there's no end to it. So this shit could be lasting for 50 years.
I was reading about a country that's had emergency. Where was it? Was it Egypt? Oh yeah, what's his name? Wajid?
I don't know.
The guy who's on Rogan, the former Islamist there.
Oh, okay. What about him?
He was saying how in Egypt, when they assassinated the president 30 years ago or whatever it was, they enacted a state of emergency because, I mean, the head of state was assassinated. And then it just lasted until like the Arab Spring, and
that's great.
It still kept going after.
Yeah, that's it. It's fucking ridiculous.
So they don't have to follow certain things.
We were warned by many people.
I don't know.
Don't take your rights so lightly, because they have no incentive to give it back.
I think it's not as nefarious as you make it out to be. I think right now,
I'm not making it out to be. I'm saying what's happening. You just described the situation in Egypt.
Oh, I know.
It's not like we're making.
I don't mean in this instant, but in general. Because you're saying people have warned us. I think,
but they have warned us, and look, what they warned us against is happening. So we keep saying it's not as nefarious. I've said the same thing. It's not as nefarious, but then they keep doing the nefarious shit.
Yeah, but I'm going to use Quebec as an example specifically. I think their motivation to keep things as is motivated, by laziness more than anything. They're like, we got to call votes. We got to do this. No, let's just keep it. So if we need to do something, we can just do whatever the fuck we want.
That's crazy, though.
I know it's crazy, but here we are. It's not like I never said. Even I've warned that this is going to keep going. Like 2 years ago, I said it. We've all said it. Anyone with half a brain can see it happening.
George,
the question is, what's actually happening?
The flip side of that situation now is Éric Duhem, who is the leader of the Quebec Conservative Party.
He wants no rules.
Which again has nothing to do with the federal Conservative Party. Two completely different things. These guys are a little bit more right, more closer to libertarian. Than conservative. So anyways, Éric Duhem comes out and he's like, well, you know what we should do now? Now that we know that everything was fucking bullshit, now that we know that you invoked measures without having, without the right justification, we know now that
you're fucking flying by the seat of your pants.
Health director didn't ask you to do this and that you just unilaterally decided on these things.
Yeah.
Government should completely cancel all tickets that were issued during this entire pandemic.
Oh, shit, I'm for this. I mean, I'm against this guy's controversial shower policy, but I like this.
Yeah, so he's calling on the government to refund everyone that paid any ticket, or
That's interesting.
cancel, or whatever the fuck the word is called.
Yeah. You have all been acquitted.
Yeah.
Acquit the ones that haven't. I don't think it's nonsense, especially since most of the tickets that were given were people breaking the curfew.
But we
Which
both
was
know.
illegal, unscientific, and dubious at best.
Dubious, you say?
the two main because they have the breakdown. So number one reason people got tickets was because they were out past the curfew, and number two was because they were gathering in private residences.
Feels like the intellectuals all of a sudden. We're doing a top 10 list or something.
Yeah, the top 10 reasons.
Top 5 birds.
So those are the two. So, but no, the reason why I'm saying that those two top reasons is because now we know
That was a real list.
Yeah, I know.
public health never told.
We did the one with
we know
cats.
now that they had zero justification on applying a curfew. Like there was like zero science behind it.
But
right?
they won't do
So-
it because they would have to admit fault.
I love how much people argued with me when I said it's unscientific. Like, actually, Pantelis, and there was so many people arguing, and then the actual government's like, yeah, this is
we made
complete
this
nonsense.
shit up, yeah.
They're all quiet now. It's funny. They're not in the chat saying anything now. Interesting.
I don't know. Is anyone in the chat saying anything?
Well, there's nothing to say. They admitted it's unscientific.
So-
But it's funny that they needed to admit it. You as a fucking adult human being couldn't realize that if you go to the store at 8 p.m. and if you go to the store at 10 p.m., there's such a big fucking difference. You can't be this stupid. This is why a lot of this is on you. I don't want to see people suffer, but goddamn it, sometimes you fucking ask for it.
I googled the election stuff.
Yeah, what'd you find? Let's see how
All it
this works.
says, it's a little bit vague. It says reasons could include floods, fires, or other unforeseen disasters. So it could be
Is a pandemic an unforeseen disaster?
Yes, it is.
What if
Well,
it's a pandemic? Then is it unforeseen? I'm just kidding.
Well, foreseen or unforeseen, if there's a pandemic, there's a problem.
As long as it's seen.
Yeah.
So they said it hasn't happened in 99 years. So we'll see. Maybe on the 100th year
So we got
anniversary.
99 years, but this ain't one.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So when was the last
That's
time
a
it
good
was
one.
used? 99 years. Who can do
Bam!
math?
99 years ago.
Well, right now,
Like a
isn't this the
fucking
last time it
clan
was
member.
used? It's right now. It's being used.
No, it means the
It
last
says
time
yes, it
before.
hasn't happened in the 99-year history of elections Canada, but that's
Oh,
not
I
to
don't
say it
care
couldn't
because
happen,
now
yeah.
it's happening.
We've only had elections Canada for 99 years, or we've only had
No,
elections
we've
for
had
99 years?
No, we've had elections for more than 99 years, but the postponing or cancellation of an election hasn't happened
Since 100 years ago.
99 years ago, yeah.
So that's what 1912, I guess.
The Spanish flu.
1911, yeah.
Was that the Spanish flu, 1911?
No, and Spanish flu was 1920, 1921.
But hold on a second. Are you saying, did you say that 99 years ago was 1912? Wouldn't 99 years ago be 1921?
Yeah, 1921. He said that.
He said that.
Oh, yeah.
You said that.
No, I don't do math on air, ever.
I said that.
You said
Not
1920.
stupid.
You said
Yeah,
you
it's
said
like that's what I'm
1912.
saying. I'm just you did.
I
You also
said-
said
I said that.
1912.
I
No,
said
you
19.
too.
No,
said
guys,
1912.
George said the year, and I said, wasn't that the Spanish flu? That's what
No,
happened.
I'm actually glad you spoke because I was about to say no, it's 1911, so I was going to seem even dumber.
Yeah, well, I was confused because there was a lot of stupidity, and it was starting to hurt my soul. Like I was getting actually angry inside
I'm
me.
actually glad you
I was like,
interrupted.
what is this? The fucking parliament? Why are people saying such stupid nonsense, fake shit?
And
I'm just trying to
1921,
think
yeah, you're right.
historically what was happening that we had to cancel
Oh
the
fuck
election.
yeah! So last. Oh,
Spanish
that's
flu.
interesting. Yeah.
Right after the Spanish flu.
That makes sense.
I mean, I don't know if there's a correlation there. I'm not sure. It's just-
Well, Spaniards are involved. There's gonna be problems.
I like the Spaniards, the Iberians.
Apparent. They changed. You see
I like
that?
the Basques.
It started
That's a
1980.
committed people. They changed the way they speak to appease one person in charge.
That's insane.
That's so crazy.
How insane is that?
I
Has
still
that been
think their version of
validated, though? 'Cause
Spanish sounds
I heard
nicer than
that.
South
I don't know
American
if it's
Spanish.
true though.
I've heard it too, but
Yeah.
I've
George,
also heard the same thing about Portuguese. Like the people who like left Spain and they're like, let's make our own fucking country.
I thought it was like 3 deaf Spaniards,
I don't know.
and then people are like, "Why are they talking like that?" They're like, "It's a new language." Like, all right, let's copy that.
oh, what? I'm just
But
God,
there's-
I'm in the
there's,
chat with the wrong name. I just realized.
There's a concern though. I don't know when I saw it come out in the news that they're gonna keep their powers all the way until the end of the year. I'm like, come on, guys, man, like end it already.
George, sorry, did they announce when the mask mandate will be lifted, or is it still like?
The mask should be lifted in April, mid-April.
But
So I
there's
have
no
a
official
question.
date yet,
So I have a
right?
question about this.
So,
should
look,
be-
sorry, Pantelis, I'm gonna interrupt you. This is the government's argument. They're saying that whatever measure we lift, we won't be able to go back to it. So even though we passed this bill giving us the powers all the way until the end of the year, and the masks, we drop the thing about the masks, we won't go back to wearing masks. So it's
Wait,
not as
hold
if
on.
I don't believe any of
George,
that.
what did they say? They said we
so like-
cannot or we will not.
No. Well,
Nah.
Oh, George, defender of the scourge.
You've been indoctrinated.
They said cannot or will not. They said will not. And
Well,
how
look, he's
far
just
does
telling
the
us the
word
news.
go? Yeah,
Well,
how
he's
far
just
does the
telling
word
us
go,
what they said.
I
George?
think it's
Not very far.
It cannot, because I mean, if it's written in the law that, if it's specifically written that, you know, if this happens, well, you won't be able to go back, then how could you go
Well,
back?
that's a
You have
different
to change the
situation if
law.
they actually make a law that says they cannot.
What are you talking about? They've
you
been
wanna
breaking the
prove?
law for fucking 3 years.
That's true.
What the hell are you guys talking about?
I wonder.
What is
It's still-
this?
it's still an interesting,
This is
uh,
1984. I live in fucking. It's INSOC. Like, they've been breaking the. Dude, this is crazy. They're saying one thing, doing another. Like, no, it's not really happening. This is absurd.
I just want to know what they actually said. Did they say we can't, we won't, or we shan't?
Shan't.
Shant's a good word.
Anyway, we don't know. Anyways, whatever. In any case, it doesn't really
We
matter.
don't
They're
know
gonna go back to
fucking
the drawing. They're going back to the drawing board, and they're going to come back with another proposition.
Yeah, on the drawing board, they're gonna draw a bunch of penises, and then
This one
Feign
goes to
ignorance.
this section of the politics.
Yeah.
This one
All
goes
right,
for
guys.
this
Your
population.
favorite
Justin
government
Trudeau.
body. Your favorite government body. The
my favorite
CRTC
government body is the female body.
Hey.
The CRTC, I believe it was yesterday, made a public statement that they're canceling 2 channels coming out of Russia: RT, Russia Today, and RT France.
I enjoy RT. I like their stories.
How are they canceling another country's channels?
No, to be shown in Canada. They're revoking their license to be broadcast on
to
any
be
networks in
broadcasted
Canada.
here in
Oh,
Canada.
and nobody watches TV. What about the internet?
That I don't know.
I don't know who watched. I mean, look, it's like
I don't think
I
RT
guess
was
it's
ever
the equivalent of
broadcast.
I don't think
having
RT
a-
was ever broadcast, and if it was on TV, like, what do we care about 47 people that can't read watching that? You can watch everything online. The CRTC is stupid.
Maybe Bell has Russian channels, kinda like
and
they
it's
have
part of the
Greek channels.
package.
It's part
Yeah.
of the
No, but that's
package,
what it
yeah.
is for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
Kind
sense.
of like
That
we
makes
had.
more
It's kind of
sense,
like
actually.
there's Greek and Portuguese channels or whatever.
Yeah.
So they just removed all the Russian channels from.
But
Why they remove all the
sorry,
Russian
Sorry,
channels?
hold on. On Belf, I just checked. Like on Fibe, on Videotron, you can subscribe to RT as one of your channels. as a news
Nice.
Channel.
Oh, that's
Now you can no longer do that.
That's bullshit.
Ah, I see.
That's
I see.
Bolshevik.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Nobody. Yeah,
I like that.
yeah. You like that?
I can't find here the explanation they gave.
You guys can't lie. You
What
dirty
was the
pros.
explanation?
Yeah,
There was only
basically
one
they
side to
said-
every
they
story.
said that the content wasn't of public interest.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Hold on. They say the channel was not of public interest. The content was not of public interest. Let me tell you guys
That's
something.
bullshit.
There are some channels right now that only do public access, Persian TV or Dil Dil Pakistan or Greeks of Montreal, which 9 idiots watch collectively. That is of public interest.
Yeah, it went to public consultation, and there was preoccupation that the programming
Greek
that
channel's
came
so
from
bad.
another country
So bad.
that is
We should take it
that
over.
is
Bell-
invading
Bell
a
has a
sovereign nation.
George.
Hold on, I
wasn't
wanna
part
hear
of the la loi sur la radiodiffusion, so the law that kind of the umbrella law of the CRTC.
This is so
And that's
stupid.
So it was so they removed the channels. Anyway,
It's good. It's good.
I mean, whatever.
It's
Who
good.
cares?
Yeah. I need.
I mean,
but
it
the
doesn't
I
screen
need
affect-
them to
There's
change.
something-
I need them
there's
to change some of the scenes in Red Dawn.
the scenes where the Russians are winning.
Yeah. You got to change that for
Red
me.
Dawn. Great
Obviously, the chat already talked about Rocky 4. We got to change that. Rocky, I believe, should be fighting
I will
perhaps a
say this,
Korean or
though.
something.
I
Just
like
erase
the
the Russians
fact-
from the histories.
I like the fact that now most bad guys in movies will be Russian again.
Yeah, I
'Cause
miss
I
that.
always enjoyed that. Like,
Yeah.
because I mean, the terrorist thing, it's played out. You know what I mean?
I like how Facebook last week, Facebook, Instagram announced that they're gonna start allowing calls to violence as long as it's against Russians. You saw this shit?
I did not.
No, that was a great article. Yeah, they go now. We're gonna allow it. It's like what? What are you talking about, bro? First of all, we already have a problem where people are dumb enough to group an entire group of people
You know what's
into
crazy?
decisions of a government.
I just assumed he was like,
we live in a yeah. Go ahead.
like going off on like a Pantelis tangent and like salt and peppering. The headline literally says Facebook fumbled its decision to temporarily allow calls for violence against invading Russians.
I am the real news. You guys don't get it. It sounds
I
sensationalized.
really wanted to burn him here. I was ready.
It sounds sensationalized because you're like, this guy's a comedian. He's ridiculous. I'm the only one telling the truth, you stupid sons of bitches.
Here's how it unfolded on Thursday, March 10th at Reuters
Reuters.
Thank you. Headline announced that Facebook and Instagram to temporarily allow calls for violence against the Russians. Calls for Putin's death on Twitter. The Reuters social media team shortened this headline further. Exclusive. Facebook and Instagram to temporarily allow calls for violence against Russians.
Is it stupid, George? Is it stupid? Yeah, of course it's dumb, George. There's fucking old ladies that own Russian restaurants that are getting firebombed because people are insane. Yeah. And then they're doing this. Guys,
there used to be this really cool Russian nightclub.
If we go by this, hold on. If we go by this logic, if we go by this of grouping everyone because the politician decided something, then shouldn't all Americans be attacked because of all the wars that were happening at the president's house? What about here? Shouldn't Canadians be getting beatings? Justin Trudeau, we're supporting Saudi Arabia destroying the shit out of the Yemenis. Are the Yemenis attacking regular Canadians? What are we fucking doing? You can't group shit together like this. It's dangerous and racist. Very racist.
You must resist.
It's just crazy the times that we're living in, like this digital fucking era. I had heard something the other day that Putin came out and said, "Listen, we're gonna call we're calling off the war. We want peace with Ukraine." And then I read further into it, and it was a deep fake. It looked so fucking real.
Nah.
It was him giving a statement, like that.
Was he giving it in Spanish?
And it was just so it came out yesterday. I think it was I can't remember which news outlet verified. It's like, no, this is fake.
Oh, okay, I thought they.
So who showed it? Where'd you see it?
I don't know. I had heard about it somewhere. I think it was on the radio.
One of his
the radio, obviously fake news, bro.
How did you fall? How did you think you were gonna?
They didn't say that this was happening. They mentioned that Putin came out and that maybe something is weird about the video or whatever. And then when I looked into it, it was a deep fake.
Imagine they pull a deep fake like that and all the Russian troops are like, well, the boss said we go home, so let's go home.
And then he's like, no, go back to, he's like, why are you giving contradictory measures? You want us to attack or to go home?
Go to war. We don't know.
Yeah.
Wait.
We're going to Belarus.
Yeah. Fuck it, boys. We go to Liechtenstein. Are they still called the Red Army?
I have no clue. But in the chat, they're saying it didn't stop the election stuff. They didn't. I'm just backtracking a little bit here.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I saw. Justin Trudeau still held elections, but we're just asking.
But
yeah, Justin Trudeau held the most racist, divisive elections
also,
in the
Canada
history of our country.
The war measure,
we weren't arguing.
If you don't vote for me, you're a goddamn racist and you hate old people. People are like, oh shit, okay, I gotta vote for him.
Also, ladies.
But we're not talking about not being able to call an election. We're talking about had he been losing though the election. Don't you think he would have tried to pull some sneaky shit?
Of course.
Look how we pulled.
Well, he technically still almost lost.
Yeah.
He basically okay. So this is how much of a great politician Justin Trudeau is.
The best.
And I'm using great in quotes. George, you can understand what I'm saying. This he basically had an election against himself and almost lost.
That's embarrassing.
He held an election against himself and got a minority government out of it. It's kind of hilarious.
That's actually quite embarrassing.
Hold on. Define the parameters here. What do you mean he held an election? He ran against himself.
He ran 100% against himself. So it's the only person that we had.
He's his own worst enemy. Oh, that's
no. Yeah,
okay.
the only measures that we had to calculate anything by within the pandemic was his. He was the only person that was in charge during the time, right? He was all he had to do was not fuck it up essentially, and he still got a minority. People who weren't even in power, a useless party that turned into the NDP, almost stole the election from him. You know how fucking crazy that is, bro. You were in charge during. The beginning
crisis of a lifetime.
Yeah, the crisis of a lifetime. You think, oh shit, we're all not dead, or you had all that power, and still people were like, I don't know about this fucking guy. It's crazy. You ran against yourself and almost lost.
Fuck.
He did a lot of stupid shit. That's why.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm saying all these people suck dicks.
I mean, their sexual orientation is not
figuratively.
No,
literally too. I don't know these people.
You think there's a group of people in the world who use sucks dicks as like that guy's awesome? That guy sucks dicks, bro. Like within the gay community, maybe like this guy, bro, he's awesome. He's sucking dicks.
I never thought about that.
I wonder
that's,
because we use it as a negative connotation, but for some people, maybe it's a badge of honor.
The whole argument is stupid.
Why?
Maybe
because it has nothing to do with negative connotation about it being gay or not. It's an expression, sucking dick.
Yeah, but with a negative connotation.
No,
not
it's
because
kind of like
it's
saying
gay, but
no, it's like
because the people who use it. Look, if you started sucking dicks right now, you wouldn't be bragging to me about it.
Why wouldn't I be bragging?
Because you're not gay and people would be forcing you to suck dicks, right? So if you suck dicks at something, you're bad at it. It's a negative connotation.
You just mixed your own self up. You just said two different things. Yeah,
I did not.
Sucking dicks literally means sucking. Like you're not good. It's just like when you're
Is that
playing,
where that comes from?
It's just like when you're playing hockey, for example,
Like,
when
this
you say,
sucks?
I'm going to kill them, you're not actually going to kill them. No murderer is going to be like, that's my team because they kill people. It's an expression. It's not related to the actual words
Yes.
separately in their definition.
So
Sucking
and
dick
suck
is an
dicks?
expression. Sucking dick and actually
I'm gonna look it up.
fellating are two different things.
Well, let me go-
Raping a team in hockey does not mean you sexually assaulted that team. An expression
But it could.
and the words separately are two different things.
It could though.
These are simple things that I don't know why we're having trouble understanding, guys.
I'm just saying. I was just
George,
putting
carry
a thought
on.
out there. Like, what if some people use it that way?
All right.
Like, we don't change the meaning of words all the time.
Oh, what happened?
He switched cameras for some reason.
¿Por qué you do
Imagine
this?
he switched cameras and he wasn't wearing pants. He's just like, oh shit, shit.
Wait, what
shit.
camera did he switch to? Why was it lower? Oh, it's his laptop.
Yeah.
The lappy toppy.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
We should
what
pretended
happened?
like we couldn't.
I think, hold on a second. Yeah, I think with my foot I kind of pressed on the power
George,
bar.
are you still there? George?
Yeah.
Yeah, George, can you hear us? I don't think
Yeah,
you can
okay.
hear us.
Anyway,
George?
George, are
Did
you
we
there?
lose him?
I
George?
think we lost him.
you guys are full of shit.
He's so annoyed.
I'd be
It's
annoyed.
still not as bad as the Lysol conversation.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the
Anyway.
video?
Did you Lysol in here?
Yeah, he
this
did. I
shit?
saw him. I saw him. I witnessed it.
I want to go back to what we were talking about a couple weeks
Then he
ago about
fucking
the
farted.
UN being a useless organization.
I've been saying that for years, George. Why are you saying a couple of weeks ago?
No, we were talking about when the war started and how useless the UN was. Anyway, there was supposed to be a vote today at the United Nations Security Council on whether or not they should allow for hold on a
Women to
second.
have votes.
No, basically, it was a call for aid and access to civilian protection in Ukraine.
Yes.
Okay, because we've all been following exactly what's happened, and from what I understand, this was a Russian drafted call to be voted on, which makes absolutely no sense. So they were supposed to vote today, but yesterday the Russian delegation on the UN said, no, we're removing the proposition that we wanted to make, so there won't be a vote on it. And everyone went fucking bananas. And I'm still
Racist.
wondering who gives why are you guys still meeting? Why are there meetings still being held at the United Nations Security Council when you know that nothing's going to happen? You have Russia that is a veto country in the UN Security Council. Nothing will come of anything. I just don't understand why they're
But
still
George,
trying.
they already booked their tickets. They already have
George.
their hotels.
Can you stop lifting the veil a bit? Let us live in this fucking fake world, George. Why do you have to ruin it for everyone? Why have to let everyone know that the future's bleak? They have no power.
Came out, they're like, this is atrocious. How could Russia do this? They said that they wanted to
Fucking bombing a capital city.
to pass a vote on securing safe passage, blah blah, and now they revoked it. They pulled out, so there won't be a vote anymore. Why are you giving still importance to this body that can do literally nothing?
Yeah.
Nothing. Anyway.
You can't be any more than the UN. The UN is undone.
right.
Yeah, anyway.
It's
Moving on.
Dave Mustaine.
Dave Mustaine?
Yeah, Dave
that?
Mustaine,
I don't know who that is.
lead singer of Megadeth.
Oh, you're quoting him?
Yeah, United Abominations, as it were.
I want to show you guys a clip. I sent it to Poseidon. Did you get it?
Yes. Let me log into my Twitter. Just a second.
Wait, what did you send him? And why isn't he logged in? I'm very angry.
Twitter.
Oh, by the way, I would like to congratulate, because back in the day, they used to say no one watches women's sports, and people were very mean to girls. So I did notice this morning, there was a lot of talk online. There's an NCAA swimmer who broke a couple of records for the women's swim thing. So congratulations, ladies, you're back on the board. We're talking about lady sports in college. So, just a little bit of hard work, and you're back in the media. I know it sucks. You wish you were there all the time, like the boys' sports, NCAA, basketball, all that. But at least you're in there now for swimming. That's
I don't
something.
even know what NCAA is.
It's college,
Oh, yeah?
college sports. Yeah, the
hear
highest
voices,
level
Poseidon.
of
What's
college
happening?
sports in the U.S. Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. So they have everything. They have swim stuff, hockey stuff, this and that. And this morning it was as far as I saw on Twitter, they were talking about Lisa or Lewis or Leanne.
Is that
something
the
like
biological male swimmer?
You watch your tone, sir.
Is that what you're talking about?
You watch your tone.
I know that's where you were going with that.
You watch your fucking tone.
I knew it. I was like,
You watch your tone. That is a lady.
That lady is.
You
Remember
watch.
that song by Jethro Tull?
You watch your
Broadsword?
tone.
Remember
Someone
Broadsword?
is working hard to put the women back on the map, and you have a problem with it.
I don't. I'm just asking if that's what you're talking about.
oh shit.
He's
Is
a
it?
lady.
Dude looks like a lady.
I don't like your
Dude-
tone.
Dude does not look like a lady.
I don't like your tone. Are we not talking about lady sports?
We are talking about lady sports.
There you go. Job well done, sir.
God. All right, hold on. I'm playing the clip from.
So yeah, just a little intro there. So a couple days ago, our foreign affairs minister,
Nati.
the Honorable Melanie Joly, she was in an interview with Evan Solomon on CTV, and he was asking her specifically, "What is Canada doing? Why can't Canada?
What's your
do
skincare
more?
routine?
And can
Like
Canada
that, lady
do more?"
questions.
And this was in the long interview. This is a clip of
Oh my
how
God.
she feels Canada's military presence in the
Unmute
world
first.
is.
Yeah, just a second.
So embarrassing, honestly.
I saw the quote. I
I don't know what it is, but let
just
me
saw
hear
it
it.
now.
Canada has played its role to support one of its best friends, which is Ukraine, because of our people-to-people.
What?
Wait.
Because of our common history, but because it was the right thing to do.
Common history.
And we'll continue to work with our G7 countries partners, because we all know that Canada is not a nuclear power, it is not a military power, we're a middle-sized power, and what we're good at is convening and making sure that diplomacy is happening.
Look,
And
we got a bunch of
We got
maple
nothing.
syrup.
We got nothing.
more
We're not really a real country.
has
Wait, hold on. We're not a nuclear power?
No, of course not.
Why the
we
fuck
never were
not?
because we're stupid. Look, we don't got nukes. Our army, we're going to
Meh.
insult them right now in this, even though we have a good army. They're small, but let's insult them because we're assholes. We have a very common history with the Ukraine. We were both part of Russia. And what the fuck is she talking about?
Honestly, I saw this really quickly. I'm like, oh fuck, what is she talking
My
about?
favorite
didn't
part,
think it was
George,
gonna-
my
That
I
was
didn't think it was gonna
incoherent
get this much-
nonsense.
George,
I didn't
the
think it
best part
gonna
was the
get this
beginning.
Much attention, but there was all these retired generals in the Canadian Army that
You
came
stupid
out to
bitch.
bash her, saying that, excuse me, Canada used to have a very big reputation on the international
Yes.
scene. We've been present in most of the conflicts, and they're reminding her of all these
We're a
times that Canada
middle-sized
played a
power.
huge role. You know, like the Second World War.
Yeah.
Hey,
We
George,
may
you know
have
what this is?
dramatically changed the odds of World War II. That small conflict you may have heard about in history.
Honestly, it feels like someone. You know when you're. You know
We had a
how-
presence in Afghanistan for 37 years. Like, come on,
I
guys.
mean,
Yeah,
that's
not
not
only that, but think
a
about-
shining
think about
example
Canada-
of how good we are at anything.
We were good down there.
No, but think
by the
about
way,
Canada's prominent. No, but think about Canada's prominent role in putting forward the
George,
whole
George, she
peace-
started her speech or whatever, the statement off where we help the Ukraine because we're best friends.
Oh, the
first
best
thing she
friends was the
said.
best.
We're
It was the
best
Mean Girls.
friends.
We're like totally best friends. Like we were kind of best friends with Russia before,
But,
but,
like,
like I
we're
don't know if you saw,
frenemies.
like yeah, because like Putin put some stuff on Twitter, and I was like, girl, you should just call me
should delete
directly, like delete. And then he was like, they made a promise to the rest of us is that the UN is like, we're not gonna attack the Ukraine. We're like, oh my god, girl, you don't attack the Ukraine. But then, oh, you know what he did? Went on Instagram, said he's gonna attack the Ukraine, and then he did attack the Ukraine. And they're like, oh my god, no one expected
his best friend,
You're
best
no
friend,
longer. I'm
Belarus?
still best friends. I might become best friends with China just to piss him off. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not invited to my party. Fucking dummies. Fucking dummies.
Canada,
can't believe she
Canada
said that,
used to
George.
have a very credible role on military
friends.
So embarrassing.
It's very
on the
embarrassing.
military front internationally. I mean, Canada was one of the main force behind the peacekeeping.
I miss.
We were known as peacekeepers.
I'm going to tell you guys right now, honestly, it's going to sound bad, demeaning, but it's true. I miss the days when I was nationally ridiculed. I miss the days where I was the national embarrassment. That's what I miss.
So like last week.
I want to go back to 3 days ago when I was the embarrassment of this nation.
I mean, it were simpler times.
Now I am the prodigal son. I have returned.
You never left though. You just
No, but I mean, it's like I mean, what are you talking about? How is Canada like? We're not
But
a
a statement
we're not an
like
important
that-
country. All we do is invite other countries to come together and to
Yeah.
talk and to negotiate and to convene.
basically
and to
told
do the
people
good
we're
acts
Ringo.
of God, come on, man. What the fuck are you talking about?
no, but you know what? Can I make an
I
example?
hope Putin saw that video. He's like, hey, guys, we're going to take over Canada next time. Look at this dumb bitch.
Northern Passage, here we come.
I'm telling
But
you.
think about it this way, guys. Let's make a little analog
Our
here.
weak politicians are
Think
going to
about
create
it.
very
You get
difficult
into an
times.
online argument with someone, right? And it's some like nerd in a basement. And he's like, yeah, you wouldn't be saying that if you're in front of me, would you? Here's my home address. I dare you to come, but I just want you to know that I'm really small, frail. I've never thrown a punch, and I also shit myself when I'm frightened.
Yeah, she made us look bad. I didn't like that.
That was stupid. Nothing beats. I stopped listening after we helped Ukraine.
Because we're like best
We're
friends.
like best friends. And she like,
It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
what's the English word for Nazi? Like,
Oh, the Greek word Nazi. I
yeah.
thought you said Nazis.
No, not Nazi. Nazi. Like, we're best friends.
Yeah, it was such a weird.
I'm just hoping that the fact that she's attractive distracts all the male world leaders and they don't hear what she said because they're not listening. I hope.
Fucking Lindsay Lohan's running our international communication.
What's her official title there now? She's the
Malaki's
Canadian
many
ambassador
in
to
charge,
what?
bro.
No, she's the foreign affairs minister.
That one, yeah. Thank you.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, our foreign affairs minister.
Oh, this is terrible.
Best friends.
It's like Canada's face to the world. That's
Jesus Christ.
BFF for life.
She's like, when you told me I'd be in charge of foreign affairs, I thought it would be like facilitating the affairs of the elites.
Like the foreigners.
Yeah, like I thought, oh my God, the queen is actually seeing the prince of another country. Those type of affairs.
It's times like this.
I have to
it's
say,
ti-
bro,
it's-
thank God we sold
guys,
Alaska
it's
to the
situations-
US.
It's situations like this that
pretty
make
funny.
you just want to have the conservatives back. And I'm not, and I don't have a team over here at a federal level. But I remember
That's not what I heard, George.
I remember a time when under Brian Mulroney, when the entire fucking world was ignoring what was happening.
The
in,
fact that his
South
initials were
Africa.
BM.
You had one fucking leader that had mobilized the international community to fucking end the whatever the fuck it's called, the apartheid.
Whatever the fuck it's called. that little thing that happened. Something, bro. Black people were angry.
No, but think about it, man. This is Canada that took the leading role in there. I missed a time where when Putin invaded Ukraine the first time and took over Crimea, you had Harper. I can't remember which. I think it was a GA. I can't remember which meeting it was. Anyways, he went straight up to him in this document. He's like, "Get the fuck out of Ukraine." He just told him straight in his face.
That's funny.
I never pictured Harper as such a ballsy motherfucker.
He's not a Harper because he's a docile, conservative, like bookworm conservative.
Yeah, he looks cucky.
He won't. Yeah, he can't back down from base like things like this. Like no, a sovereign nation's a sovereign nation. So he can't not say anything because then his entire life was
Whole
meaningless.
platform, yeah, it makes no sense anymore.
So I get
yeah.
it. It's just fuck, guys. This is such a ridiculous time.
You know, I never thought like.
And
I've heard
also
her
at the
speak
same time,
before this,
North
and she didn't
America's
seem-
crumbling. Because then you look at the president of the United States of America, who doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, and he recently said again for like the third time, he referred to Kamala Harris as the first lady. Like the first lady's kind of like, bro, the first lady's your wife, you fucking idiot.
He's not well.
No.
No,
He's not there.
I feel bad laughing about it. Like it's you're watching a human being deteriorate.
Am I laughing? I am yelling. I am upset
I
about
didn't
it.
say
We're
you're
gonna,
laughing.
we're
I
gonna,
said I feel bad laughing about
we're
it.
gonna
I
get
was
taken
laughing.
over,
we're
bro.
gonna
At
get
this rate,
Red
Liechtenstein is gonna take us over.
Red
We're
dog.
going to get razzle dazzled, my
Yeah.
friend.
So here's the thing. I don't know if you guys are worried about this or if
I'm gonna
you're-
say yes in advance, preemptively.
Yeah, I don't know if you're worried about this or if you're thinking maybe it makes sense because as soon as this conflict started, I don't know if you guys remember, Germany announced that they were investing 100 billion, I think, in reinforcing
Rearmament.
their arms. And then the whole debate now, the last week, especially now in the leadership race in the Conservative Party, and especially Jean Charest, he came out and said, "Well, Canada has been spending next to nothing on our military. If you look at the border with Russia, like the whole northern part of Canada is zero protected. Like there,
Don't we have that one boat up there?
Yeah, but coming through there also is very complicated.
Not anymore. It's getting easier every year.
It's not about coming through because there could be anything flying over. I mean, it's not that far away, right? You don't have to cross into Canada. You can just fucking launch something.
Listen,
Anyway.
this is what I'm going to say. As the future Prime Minister of Canada, yes, I'm announcing my running right now.
Which election? What year?
I promise to not change anything on that border. I will tell you why. I have a plan, which is the same plan that Trudeau and the government's had before us right now. We're going to sacrifice BC. So essentially, that's kind of like a testing ground. If you come in and you cause trouble in BC, we'll be like, naughty you. We'll wait, and then we'll stop you, Alberta, probably.
Why are you sacrificing BC specifically? They wouldn't come in from BC. They'd come in from like one of the territories.
No, you go to BC. We won't even notice if they start shooting igloos.
Fair point.
Yeah.
Fair point. But
We have major ports in BC.
you've just given up so much fucking Hollywood revenue.
Have I though? Have I?
Yes.
No.
Explain.
We're going to repurpose that Hollywood money to Montreal and Toronto. Montreal, which will become New Hollywood. Toronto, which will become New Bollywood.
Won't work. New Bollywood would work. New Bollywood.
That's an amazing joke, bro.
I'm also changing my title from Prime Minister to Optimus
First
Prime
guy.
Minister. Optimus Prime Minister is going to be me.
Primal Minister. I like that better.
Yeah,
I was thinking of Beast
I got a
Wars.
plan. Listen, I got a plan, people. Just trust me on this.
I mean, it's a
I
plan.
feel like
It's definitely a plan.
I feel like you didn't appreciate that Bollywood joke.
I did.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially considering you'd have to
a
look
very
at
good
the,
joke.
That's a
you
very
have to
good
look at
joke,
the
buddy.
infrastructure too. Like a new Bollywood in Mississauga. I mean, you're halfway there already. You haven't even started.
What?
Yeah,
If you're building new Bollywood in Mississauga, which is basically Toronto, you're already there. You haven't even invested a dime.
Have you guys seen the Batman version?
Though, it's becoming one element like that has taken up a lot of coverage in the leadership race. Why isn't Canada investing more in its military?
Because
Why
we're
are,
investing our money in other people's militaries, George. That's what
Yes,
we do.
exactly. He gets it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would we defend Canadians when we can kill Yemenis children?
I don't have an answer.
Well, all right. Nobody does, apparently.
Whatever happened with to the feud that Canada had with Saudi Arabia? Do you guys remember that where Saudi Arabia came out and said they're going to call back all their students, and like it was Chrystia Freeland at that time. She was like bashing Saudi Arabia for their human rights abuses.
Yeah, they were mad because Justin dressed up as them, but went a few shades too dark.
No,
That's
they
what happened,
were.
right?
Yeah, you're right about that, George. I remember that. And then Freeland was talking shit. And then they said, well, we're just going to stop buying weapons from you. And then Canada was like, no, whoa.
We're sorry.
What are you talking about? We need to actively kill those kids. And then we became friends again because we signed those contracts.
Anyway.
It's disgusting, huh? People don't like it when I say the truth. All right.
No, but it's just that our image internationally has fucking disappeared.
But that's all it was, George. It was
Disappeared.
just an image. We were never peacekeepers. We were fighting wars.
We're beekeepers more than we're peacekeepers, really.
We have terrible honey.
Yeah, well, I'm
Terrible.
not saying it's good, but we spend more time on honey than peace. Yeah, we're really not good at peace. We say we're good at peace because we live peacefully, because we have a very powerful neighbor to the south that people don't fuck with often,
the
so
whole-
we're protected.
that
But in
whole
general,
image
the
was
way we
born-
act around the world has been bullshit lately. Is it the last fucking 20, 30 years? A real the Canada that I know, the Canada that I grew up mentally believing in my head, would never, under any circumstance, sell these weapons, these drones. They wouldn't do it to Turkey when they were killing Syrians. They wouldn't be doing this with Saudi Arabia when they're killing the Yemenis. They would never do. It would be anti. As far as I'm concerned, it's un-Canadian. It's anti-Canadian. It's like I'm never to make money. I'll make money another way. I'm not going to contribute to the death of fucking defenseless children. And yet, that's the Canada that we're in, and it's the same Canada that comes out like this and says we're like best friends.
Sorry.
Oh, bro,
Sorry.
You completely destroyed like a...
destroy the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was muted.
Don't worry, your replacement doesn't do that kind of stuff. All right, George, what's next?
That's it for me, guys. I gotta run.
All right, cue the music for George. Or why don't you play George out now? Because you've infuriated me.
Hey guys, if you guys like,
I got it. George is the host of many a hit podcast, one of which is on hiatus, the Backstage podcast. But Just Us Dad's coming out weekly, George?
Yes,
When does it
sir.
come out? What's the schedule for Just Us Dads? It doesn't matter. They'll find it because
every,
all the links are below. You can check out George, go support him. And while you're doing that, also support the Patreon. Patreon.com/Pantelis. George, we will
This is
see
not
you
about
on
the
Wednesday.
Patreon. This is just about George. George has a hit podcast which is called Just Us Dads. It's a podcast made by dads for your mother. Check it out. Just Us Dads drops new episodes weekly. Fun show. It's actually his flagship podcast. It took over the position from the Backstage podcast, which was cool when politicians agreed to meet with George. But then if you notice, as soon as George started hanging out with us, they were less inclined to go meet him. What does that mean?
saying it.
Biased politicians. They don't like the truth. But you know who does like the truth? George and his friends. Other bunch of dads that like the truth. So check out George, follow George, support George, share George. 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 George.
Jorge.
George. Thank you, George.
Bye, George.
Take care, guys.
Who's George?
Yes.
I knew if I did it poorly enough, he'd just jump in, rage or not. Well, it's awkward now.
I'm very upset. Very, very upset.
I don't like when daddy and the neighbors fight.
Yes.
You're the neighbors.
Good old.
Mommy and daddy would have
punch you in
been
your
weird.
dick. You watch yourself.
In the dick.
You don't derail this show, Poseidon. You
In the
watch
dick.
yourself.
I was preparing something.
This is a professional operation. You watch yourself.
Because we're talking about Bollywood. I was preparing a little.
We don't
We're
want.
talking
We
about
didn't. We
Bollywood
weren't
anymore.
talking about Bollywood. Bollywood was a joke I made. It was not a topic.
We're gonna set a new rule.
No, it was a joke, but like I
We're gonna set a new rule. You can't think. Try not to.
No. The rule is if you can't get it queued up within 30 seconds of it dropping, drop it. Give it up. Fair?
Yeah.
30 seconds. If you can't get the soundbite you need in 30 seconds, move on.
Move on to something else.
I think it's fair.
No,
Is
but
Cain
I think-
Velasquez still? Look, he's gonna argue it. You told him to do something. He's gonna argue. Cain Velasquez is still in jail, I think. Huh?
Who?
Cain Velasquez.
I don't know who that is.
No, he was a UFC fighter.
I don't know what that is.
A mixed martial artist.
Like he paints?
Mixed martial artists. Why would?
I don't know who Cain Velasquez is. I know what the UFC is.
Oh,
but,
he. I think he beat. He hit a guy with his car.
I don't
Something
think that's allowed in the octagon. You
It
can't
didn't
bring
happen in
car
the ring.
Oh, okay. It's fair.
It happened on the field of football.
What?
No, there was a guy that
I just
molested.
imagine the guy chasing someone down on a football
There was a guy that
field.
molested one of his like a little kid in his family.
Oh, okay. Well, that changes the story.
Yeah, and he.
He plowed them down.
I think he plowed down. He beat the shit out of him.
Pretty fucked up.
But the thing is, I feel like he should have killed him, and that should have been cool. And it seems like the courts are not on my side.
Okay, I don't know anything about the story.
Yeah.
But so he's a good fighter or he's a bad fighter? Is he successful as a fighter?
What do you mean?
Is he a successful mixed martial artist?
Yeah, Cain Velasquez. Yeah, he's good.
All right, so if you're Cain Velasquez, a super duper fighter, why use your car? Why not just beat the shit
No, I
out
don't
of
think
this
he used
guy?
his car. I think he chased him down, and then he tried to run him off the road, but he should have just beat him to death. I think he shot him. He shot him a couple times.
Again, you have lethal weapons. Why are you using a gun?
That's what I'm saying. He should have.
Like if I had to kill,
But
like,
is the guy alive, Poseidon? Have you brought that up, or you haven't even started looking at that case? He's good at his job. Just look at him like this. Yeah, you see, this whole time I've been stalling to give him time. It's been 2 minutes. What was he doing? Stroking it.
what were you doing? I'm
And
just
then
curious.
complains though, and then
No, I
complains.
was
curious.
Queuing up Bollywood stuff, maybe.
No, I was changing the camera.
2 minutes. Change the camera.
Bro,
Yeah.
there's a lot going on.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I have the story.
Yeah. No, you don't. You just got the
It's
story.
the way he said
3
it.
minutes
I
later.
have the story.
Yeah,
funny.
I brought it up.
Okay, what does it say? Did the guy make it?
Hold on, I'm
Please
reading.
don't just read it.
What did you think he was going to
I
do?
thought he was just gonna read the headline like he does sometimes. We want to know if the guy survived.
Well, that's what I'm looking at.
Oh, okay. But I know I haven't heard anything about this story. I've been following a lot of other interesting things that are going on the internets.
This is interesting.
Also, last,
He's out on supervised release, so he's not dead.
Cain Velasquez or
No,
the
the molester.
Oh, the molester's out. On supervised.
Supervised. I thought
They're
he got it wrong
supervising
too
molesters. They're like, show us how you do it. Well,
you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
The kid clearly is down to do it. Find someone who isn't.
what?
I don't know what I was saying. I was trying to make a joke there.
You pulled
Because
a
they're
Poseidon.
supervising.
Yeah, no, he's supervising molestation.
I don't know if I pulled a
I think he
Poseidon.
should
That's
be.
rough.
I think he should be released.
Which one?
Cain Velasquez.
Look, I tend to agree
100%.
with you, but at the same time, the law is the law unless you're a politician.
Or Jussie Smollett. Jussie Smollett decided he doesn't want to be in prison, so they said, all right, that's how that works, and they let him out.
Are you serious?
This is amazing. I didn't know you could use that defense.
Well, say that again. Sorry, I was reading a Russian
Jussie
headline.
Smollett went to prison. He was supposed to be there for 6 months.
Yeah?
He goes into prison, and a few days like, I'm not going to eat. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be. I shouldn't be here. And they're like, all right, let him out.
That's not what happened.
That is what happened.
Interesting. Is he the
Yeah.
one who faked getting beaten up for
Yeah,
racist
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
with those two Nigerians?
Yeah, he almost started a race war.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's out. This is a great. I
Jussie
wish
Smollett,
everyone else
yeah.
knew this for years. The prison system would have been not as overwhelmed. I could just decide not to go to
Guys,
prison.
I'm not going to go to prison. But yeah, you've been convicted to go to prison.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm
I
not
hear
going,
you, Judge.
I don't want to go to
But
prison.
no.
Yeah.
Interesting.
This is amazing.
Why did Arnold Schwarzenegger tape a video to Russia telling Putin to stop the war?
Because he's trying to ridicule America, just like Canada, is losing all its credibility. And we have all these celebrities that are helping because they need some screen time.
Mm-hmm.
They're helping destroy the reputation of the entire nation.
¿Por qué?
Well, why are they doing it? Because they're desperate for attention. They're no longer on them. No one is talking about Schwarzenegger anymore. No one's talking about these fucking idiots that make videos saying, imagine all the people.
Oh, do you remember that?
When the masks aren't here and all that stupid shit. It was disgusting and people vomited when they saw that. And we
it
became
was
a
bad.
laughing stock.
It was bad.
Became a laughing stock.
That was like the lowest point, sadly.
Okay, so I have an explanation as to how he got out.
Jussie?
Jussie, yeah.
I'm curious.
He
For the back door.
hours after an appellate court ordered he could go free during the appeal process. So like he appealed the jail sentence.
Yeah.
So he's basically not in jail while he's appealing.
So yeah, while you appeal, you can get out of jail. That's how the law works.
Oh, that's how the law works
But
for
the thing-
who?
Huh?
That's how you know how many prisoners are in there appealing?
No, most of them are in there waiting to appeal.
Those people who appeal. Those people who
No, but a
appeal.
lot of the people, most of the people in jail are waiting to appeal their sentences. They've been put on some fucking long list.
Really?
Yeah.
How could they be put on a long list? He just got there. Shouldn't he
But
be at
he's
the
a
bottom
rich
of that
person.
list?
He's
Yeah,
a very
he paid
rich
money.
person. He paid money.
Oh, is that how that works?
Yeah.
There's ways out of prison. Is
ways
what
out
we're
of
trying to say
everything.
here.
Yeah, and
Money fucking buys anything.
yeah. During the appeal process, you can go free, and the appeal process wouldn't be completed before Smollett had served his full sentence. So he might completely, because he got 150 days.
So,
So six
He got
months.
150 days and he's just fucking do your 150 days. Shut the fuck up.
he only got 150 days, bro. I thought it was 6 months.
That is 6 months. That is about 6 months.
About
yeah.
6 months.
It's like five. It's I would say no.
How many days in 6 months?
4 months. Let's say 4
I feel like
months.
doing the math.
It's not 6
It's
months.
182 days.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right. It's not 6 months.
So 5 months. It's 5 months.
Yeah.
That's
to
nothing,
be
bro,
precise,
for what he did.
I mean, who was anyone actually injured by what he did?
He
besides
caused,
himself?
dude, no, forget he wasn't injured. He was faking it. I'm saying dude, he faked a fucking hate crime during this
No.
very tense.
I agree with you. I'm just trying to figure out what the law, like, where does that fit into the legal system? Like faking a hate crime,
well, you're not supposed to.
incite violence.
No,
He
not
wasn't really
that's
inciting
one thing, but you're not
violence.
supposed. You can't do that. It's illegal.
It's
You can't
perjury
lie.
for sure.
Yeah,
He lied.
You can't lie to the government.
What's the time?
Well,
what's the standard sentence for perjury? Because that's really the crime he committed more than anything else.
But no, but perjury with intent to cause chaos, bro. Because
I don't know if he was doing it with intent to cause chaos. You can't prove that it was intent to cause chaos. Would it have caused chaos? Yes. But his intent was probably to make himself richer, to make himself more popular, famous, to be a victim,
Maybe,
because
yeah.
victimhood is money right now.
oh, so you're saying the argument was?
I don't think it was intent to cause chaos. You cannot prove that.
Yeah, you can't prove that unless he wrote it anymore.
Unless he was like, yo, dear diary, it's Jussie Smollett.
So you
I'm
think?
gonna cause some chaos.
So you think he got light sentence because they go, oh, he was just too dumb to realize
Can you
the
find
implications of what he was doing.
No, I just want to. No, I'm not trying to assume.
'Cause is that a valid
implication.
argument?
I want to know what he was actually charged with. Can you find that?
Let's see.
What were the charges brought up against? Or he was convicted, right? Because now he's appealing. So what was he convicted of? Jussie Smollett was convicted of what? Let's wait quietly while he clicks.
Well, keep talking.
Types at the third grade level too. That's another issue.
I never seen him type before. I never noticed. Like he types normal.
2 fingers.
No, he was using his hands, smashing with his palms.
It just the latest news are all about him being released.
Told you.
Wiki would have his conviction.
Yeah, he was convicted for sure of faking a hate crime.
Of his conviction for lying to police about a racist and homophobic attack. That's what they're saying his conviction is.
Yeah. So they're
of
not.
lying,
Yeah. So,
yeah.
so he's not convicted of inciting anything, even though he did incite. It was on all the news stations. Remember? Do you remember when this
he
happened?
has fi-
We did it on this
This
just
is
thing.
unacceptable.
We did a whole story
We
on
need to do something about these white supremacists. We need to do something about MAGA, Trump, all that. They started a whole fucking thing.
5 felony counts of disorderly conduct.
That's nothing.
I mean, they're felony counts at least.
Yeah, but they're disorderly conduct, bro. You're disorderly every day. That's a nothing.
he is kind of disorderly.
Yeah, that's a nothing, bro. That's a smack, not even a smack on the wrist. And he still bitched and said, I don't want to go to jail.
I see. Yeah, I mean, I don't know that you can prove intent, but
Well, I'm not saying,
you're
look,
right. He did come out and say
I'm
all
not-
that shit.
Yeah, I'm
after.
not saying okay, let's say he didn't intend. He just he was looking out
He
for
was
himself.
he was limelighting.
Yeah, he was looking out for himself. But it still happened.
It did still happen. There
It's
were
like if I throw a
consequences.
grenade next door, it's like I didn't intend to kill anyone. I just wanted to see an explosion. It's like, yeah, but you killed 6 people.
Yeah.
I mean, the difference between murder and manslaughter, right?
That
kind
is
of
the
vibe.
difference between
Yeah.
murder and
Intent.
manslaughter. But fuck, bro, that's insane.
I think I don't know. I don't remember the whole story, like what happened before it came out that he was lying. Because I mean, even when we covered it on this just thing, we already suspected that he was lying, and it hadn't broken yet. So our story is pretty like
it was pretty obvious.
it was pretty obvious that he was lying, and there was already a bunch of stuff coming out.
Well, it's funny because I had
We covered it twice, right? Once when it broke, and once when it broke that he was lying.
Yeah, no,
So-
he was.
But I can't
bullshit.
remember like the social context of what was happening at that time, Because pandemic time is weird. I don't remember anything pre-pandemic.
Look, again, I don't like the fact that we're ignoring that lady sports are back in the limelight. This is very important. I don't think you understand. You know why you don't get it, Phil? Because you're selfish and you're not a woman.
Because I don't like sports.
And you don't know what women go through.
I don't know what women go through. Tell me.
Okay, well, they work very hard.
They do?
In order to show people that they can do many things that men can do.
Anything
sometimes
we can do,
just
they can
as
do better?
good, if not better. There was a lot of complaints for years that lady professional sports were not being taken seriously.
I've heard them.
And then the argument was also made, well, it starts at the NCAA level. Because college ball is so big. March Madness, basketball. You never hear about lady sports.
You don't.
They're back in the limelight now. College sports for girls.
You're right.
That's a huge...
Who's to thank for that?
That is... men. Yeah. But still, that is a huge, huge step for the ladies.
I don't think it's fair, though, that you say that I don't understand, like, especially this lady in particular, the one who won and is causing all the hubbub.
Oh, I didn't know about that. Go on.
I don't think it's fair to say that I don't know what she's been through. Because, I mean, for at least a percentage of her life, I probably do.
No, you have no idea what they've been through in terms of trying to get their lady sport. The respect.
Oh, no, I don't. You're right. You're right.
The respect that it deserves.
What's the name of the person who won that swim champ thing?
I don't know. He hasn't brought it up yet.
Not listening?
No, I was looking at other stuff at the same time. Hold on.
Yeah. It's great at his job.
No, I was bringing extra stuff that we can talk about.
He's
that
flipping out. We're live right now. He's flipping out.
He's not flipping out.
I'm not flipping out.
You're flipping out, bro. Have you brought up the name yet?
Okay, bro.
Have you brought up the name yet? No, so shut the fuck up, bro. I don't know why you're getting aggressive all the time.
What is your problem?
I don't know why you're getting aggressive all
What
the
is your
time.
problem? Why you like
My
this?
problem is you, bro.
What did I
My
do?
problem
What
is
did
you.
I do to you?
You've been fucking around the whole time.
Fucking around.
Fucking around with the Lysol wipes. Fucking around with the Lysol today.
No, the Lysol was fine today.
Lysol was not fine today, bro.
Why not?
It doesn't. It's not Lysol-y in
I
here.
watched him Lysol.
Did you really watch him Lysol?
Yeah, I was sitting right here. He Lysol.
Deep fake. You don't even know what you're talking about. You don't even know what you're talking
You
about.
can't deep fake real.
Ah, there you go, bitch.
It wasn't a deep fake because we were having a conversation.
100% deep fake, bro. And then now not paying attention, bro. Not paying attention. Again, why? Probably Lysol related.
Leah
Thinking
Thomas.
of Lysol.
You think maybe the Lysol, like, and he's like,
What do you mean?
he's huffing Lysol.
It
like-
could be
like
that.
a
It could be
mood.
that's why he's not Lysoling. He's using it to huff it to get fucking high.
Are you getting high in here?
Is that what you're fucking doing?
Fucking high in
Look at
here?
that face. Look at that fucking high face right now. Look at
But
it.
what's the lady dude? The lady's name? Poseidon.
I told you,
He
it's
just-
the
he
same
just said
thing.
it.
It's the
But
same
I'm
thing.
reading.
It's the same
I'm
thing.
reading. Hold
What's
on.
her name?
I'm reading. I don't think the trans.
Lisa something, no?
Leah Thomas, I think.
It's not even a real name.
Wasn't she in?
Get the real name,
in
Poseidon.
Back to the Future.
Exactly.
Leah Thompson. Isn't that
Yeah.
her name?
That's
Yes,
it.
Leah Thomas. Yeah, Leah Thomas.
I thought it was Lisa.
Fake name.
Leah Catherine Thomas is an American.
See, she just
swimmer, yeah.
keeps changing the name. Is it Catherine? Is it Thomas?
Or
Or
is
is
it
it
Kitty
Leah?
Cat?
That's the trans name. I don't know what the original name is.
Look at this guy. Trans name. What are you talking about?
What do you mean?
Well, because it's a dude that converted. No.
Converted.
To what? Islam? What are you talking about, bro?
No, it converted to a
It's
woman.
like Allahu Akbar.
A man became a woman.
I've
right?
had enough of your fucking shit, bro.
Bro, I didn't know you were such a
I've had enough of your
homophobe.
fucking shit, bro. You don't convert to being a woman. You succumb to it.
That's actually kind of funny.
You give up on being number one. And then you could become a woman.
Are you,
But then,
how
but then,
committed
but
are you
then
to
hold on.
this
But
bit
then,
right now?
But then he became.
I like
a,
it.
Okay, all
But
right,
then
cool.
he became a woman, and he is number one. So how would he? How would he succumb?
In a lady sport, bro. Nobody takes that shit seriously.
I love that you've built up even the rage between you two just for this moment. You've just been making it uncomfortable, and he didn't get it at first. So he's getting.
No, he's a
upset. He's like,
fucking
"Bro, what did I
idiot, bro.
fucking do?"
Yeah, he doesn't.
No, I do get it, bro. but
No, you
it's-
don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
No, you didn't get it. You thought he was coming at you.
Yeah, he doesn't. I look at him to give him eye signals, but this is what he does. Every time I look, this is what he's doing. This is real. This is exactly what he's doing. I'm looking at him, trying to give him a signal. This is what he's doing.
Let's signal that you're gonna fuck
And
with
then
him.
I'm saying stuff to get him to look over here to pay attention. Chicks, Bollywood. It's like never fucking focused, bro. It misses all the good bits.
No, I don't
He
miss them
told
all.
me this before the show. He
Yeah.
actually told me, he goes, Pantelis keeps giving me these weird looks during the show. What do you think they mean? I was like, what do you mean? He's like, I fucking me, bro. Should I stop wearing the white pants? I was like, that's a fucking weird thing to say.
I'm gonna come there and flip your fucking stupid table.
That's what he wants, bro. He wants you to come over there.
Oh god. Come.
So what happened? Are you gonna tell us the story of
That's
this lady?
the fucking joke you went with.
Are you gonna tell us the story, Poseidon, or
Tell
no?
us a story about
the
this
sto-
lady.
well, I don't know the story. I've been seeing it in the news, but I'm kind of tired of these stories. She's just been winning gold medal, no?
You're indefensible. I'm trying here. I
Look,
really
look,
am.
look, bro, you see what I
literally
mean?
stopped me before and you're like, bro, I don't know. I'm reading the story. I was like, oh. So then I go, what's the story? You're like, I don't know the story, bro. I've been seeing it in
Bro,
the
I've
news.
been seeing on media.
I'm trying. I'm with you. I'm here.
Fucking
Bro,
Leah Thomas has
bro,
been
I'm
swimming.
like the Belarus to your Russian right now. What are you doing?
I'm reading.
Okay.
Leah Thomas has been swimming since she was 5 years old as a high schooler. And
This was
But hold on,
before.
it's-
This was before her Back to the Future fame.
That was Leah Thomas, no? Thompson. Leah Thompson. What was her name?
So in the summer of 2018, after her freshman season, she realized that she was a woman, not a man.
Took a while.
Took a while to
Took a
come
while to get-
out.
took a while to
time,
realize
Her
that.
teammates
Yeah.
and coaches
You got
didn't
fucking
want to
armpit hair by
jeopardize her
then.
swimming career, and she was swimming well, setting personal
trying to look at
bests,
myself.
breaking pool records, blah blah blah.
You don't say. Ladies' records or men's records? Like, because I can see her breaking some ladies'
In
records.
2019, she decided not to put off hormone therapy, replacement therapy any longer. Almost immediately, she told Sports Illustrated she felt better. She was determined to hold on to that part of herself that was a competitive swimmer. Hold on. Because it's a long article, bro. They're giving the whole backstory.
Yeah, obviously they have to justify. They have to justify this.
The NCAA allowed a path for people like her to join the women's team.
Isn't
but it
that a
was
little
not quick-
offensive? People like her.
Yeah.
That does seem a bit offensive.
But it was not quick or easy. In general, elite male athletes have considerable physical advantages over elite female athletes.
Get the fuck out of here with your propaganda.
Where are you reading this from, by the way? What's
The
the
New
source?
Yorker.
What was that?
The
Transphobe.com.
New Yorker said that.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's I didn't expect that from them. I thought maybe you were on
Transphobe.net.
No, what's the site? The PM. You did an interview with them like 2 years ago.
Post Millennial.
Post Millennial.
Yeah.
Because that's where I read the story, and I was like, "What are they up to now? Let me check it out." I like the seething discontent in their articles. Like when they disagree with something, it's like it's not even passive aggressive. It's just like it makes me laff. I'm like, yeah, he doesn't agree with this.
You know what? You know what I don't like about all this is that at the because
What all
this is not the crazy thing is all the shit's gonna come down to the swimmer, right? It's not the swimmer's fault. So, but the swimmer's getting the hate and not the NCAA. And here's why I say that's a problem. I don't know if you saw the photo because they're not going to show it in that article. I saw it on Twitter this morning. Did you see the photo of the podium? So the photo of the podium is the winner alone, right?
Yeah.
With the little trophy. But you saw the photo you just showed me, just cut off to show the swimmer.
Oh, I zoomed in. That's why.
Okay, go, look at the whole thing.
I'll find it again.
On the
I
other
lost it.
side, it's 3 chicks together on like the third with their trophies separate away.
Why?
Like, hey, look, this is like to ignore, like basically like, fuck this. We're not taking this seriously. Second, third, fourth place, whatever. We're the real type of thing. So now you're getting them to fight with this swimmer. And it's not, it's,
talking about this
it's
one,
not their
right?
decision.
Talking about
Yeah,
this?
you have to see the full picture.
I thought
Yeah.
I zoomed in,
Bro.
but I didn't.
Yeah.
That is a man with a vagina.
We don't even know if that part's
that's
true.
that's what ladies are a lot of times.
No.
Here's the thing. No, but the thing
No,
is,
but I mean, like, I've never paid attention, bro. This is.
yeah, but you can't change how people look, bro. That's how it fucking looks. What do you want?
But I mean, the muscle man, it's a big man, bro. No
I
wonder he's gonna win.
understand what you're saying, but when did they say he started hormone therapy?
2019.
How old?
He had already gone through puberty.
Okay, bro. So what the
Yeah.
fuck do you want? What do you want?
Look, if it was
Or
someone
she,
who
whatever, I
had
don't know.
not gone through puberty and had started hormone replacement therapy before, I mean, there'd be a different physical advantage.
Yeah. So what do you want, bro?
Still
It's
slight,
not, but it's not their fault. This is what I'm saying. It's not her fault.
Leah could kick my ass.
But
She's bigger than me.
here's the fucked up thing. I agree. I understand why women are mad. I get it. They're mad at the wrong peoples.
No, yeah, of course they are.
Yeah, they have to be mad at the NCAA.
Because if you look at that photo, it's actually sad. Because she's
can't-
there
I can't find
smiling
that picture,
alone.
by
I'm
the
gonna
way.
try to find out. Smiling alone, like
just-
hey, this and that,
like-
and then the other 3 girls are away, like together hugging.
Oh,
I
wait,
have, I have a question.
You found it?
Yeah.
Put it up. Look
Can I
at
just
this.
ask a
Tell me,
question?
no, be honest right now.
While he's pulling it up, we need at least
as
6
a father,
minutes.
as a father, I
Yeah.
want to ask you as a father right now.
Is that the one?
Yeah, the one on the right.
Why is
as a father?
Why is she by herself though? Like, what's happening?
Do I have to?
I didn't understand what you were saying.
Okay, so this is the podium.
Yeah.
Okay, national champion, then second and third. They got together to take a they got together to
If there-
celebrate.
If there's 1, 2, and 3, why are there 3 people there and 1 person there?
I don't know what the other one won.
Yeah,
for
what's the
fastest
fourth
time or whatever.
person?
I had the
Oh,
same
okay.
thing. They give trophies to everyone. Anyways, but this as a parent, let's say your kid was
sad.
trans.
Yeah.
Your kid was trans, joined that, and you're proud of your kid for winning. Isn't that a sad fucking photo that you know that your kid inside is dying a little bit,
It's kind of fucked up.
right? Okay, so what I'm saying is obviously it's fucked up. You have a serious competitive advantage. I get that. However, the NCAA made the ruling, not the trans swimmer. But the trans swimmer is the ones that's going to eat all the shit in the media. That's going to get hate from feminists, from women, from dudes.
From dudes, too.
It's going to get all the hate, and it's like, I just want to swim.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Imagine if it was your kid.
But
I'd be fucking upset.
Isn't it also the trans swimmer that went to the NCAA and
I would
applied?
no. You can't force them to make a ruling. It's I am trans. Let's say I want to swim. I still want. I love this stuff. Where can I compete? Then they're like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. Do your hormone replacement therapy. We're gonna put you in the women's
Did
division.
she
I
advocate
understand,
to
but the
swim
thing
against
is-
women though? Do we know?
But the thing is,
Did she ask to swim against women? Like, did she say, I want to be in the women's category because I'm a woman?
No. Once you go lady, they have to put you in all that you can.
Yeah,
to
I
go.
guess.
Yeah.
But you know what's weird is she went through puberty as a man. So all that
I have a question
all
that
that
I'm not
muscle
sure
mass.
if anyone can answer.
What?
Are women athletes, like you can't dope, right?
Yeah.
To
Of course.
compete on a
Yeah.
high level, professional level. Is testosterone for women athletes, female athletes, is that considered doping?
There's levels to it or whatever. You're not supposed. There's a whole thing. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, but like, it just-
there's a difference between added and natural. Because there's some women athletes who naturally have crazy testosterone. They're huge and shit. So you can't.
That's true, that's
there's a lot of arguments. Well, all I'm saying, because I can't. I'm not part of the NCAA. I don't make these rulings. I kind of don't care either way.
When you're prime minister, you should make yourself in charge of it.
But that would be American. But what it's shit like that that make you think. Because imagine if it was your kid, bro. Cause you're telling me that's not.
fucked up.
Look, that's like that was supposed to be like the happiest moment in that kid's swimming career. Let's say, right?
How
Bro,
old is she, by the
how
way?
tarnished is that? I don't know, like 19, 20. How old are?
But look
I'm
at
not
the
sure.
look at the size difference. Even
There is a size difference.
God damn, bro.
I'm just taking it one level further. I'm just saying, forget the visible stuff that we see.
Yeah.
He's talking about the
Emotion,
emotional suffering.
Yeah,
bro. That's
emotionally.
bro. That kid's fucked.
No, of course.
That kid's fucked, bro. Imagine you played in a tournament and you win, and your entire team is like, fuck out of here. And they're celebrating, and you're there like, highest score, and nobody wants to talk to you. It's fucking weird, no? Emotional damage, my boys.
It's pretty fucked up.
Emotional damage. I did it good, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah. And all I'm saying is the blame should be going to the NCAA.
I agree
But this
with you
kid's
there.
eating all the
Yeah.
dicks right now. This kid's getting all the blame, all the, like, made fun of. But they let
Spoken
you
about
play.
on a morning podcast.
Spoken about on a morning podcast. No, don't make it fun. I'm trying. I
didn't
make
say
fun of the
make it fun. I
situation.
was saying
I
spoken
feel
about.
bad. I feel bad for the fact that it's going to take people a while to realize that these kids don't decide.
Where they get placed.
Not all.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't decide that shit, bro.
You're right. Yeah.
You're not wrong. No, yeah, he is right.
Then why
It's
don't
just-
people actually do a little bit of research and actually go after the NCAA?
Because it would be
That would imply that people fucking care more about what they're saying on first instinct to show that they're, oh, look at me.
and it would take
Look
too
what I
much of an
said.
effort on the NCAA to figure out a new division, maybe a trans. It's a
I
lot
don't
of
think
effort.
there's enough trans athletes
first
that
of
you
all,
could create a
okay.
whole fucking sub-league.
I don't
Is
know.
there?
Can I explain? First of all, we're overcomplicating this shit.
Yeah.
She has the build and strength and bone structure of a man.
Okay, argument. You're saying that, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So you think, okay, go to men's sports, right?
Yeah.
Okay, counter argument. What about women who are built like that? Serena Williams is not built like the other women she plays tennis against. But do you know what happens to Serena Williams if you place her in men's sports? Men's tennis should
decimated.
get destroyed.
Yes.
Is that fair? That's one of the superior athletes of our lifetime.
It's fair because she was born a woman. She has the bone structure of a woman. She's a woman.
No, she doesn't have. Well, let's not overdo it. Have
I mean,
you seen
technically,
Serena
she
Williams?
must have the bone density
no,
of a
no.
woman.
She has
She's
the
a
bone
woman.
density of a woman.
Bone density, bone structure. What do you? Our
She's
hips
the
are
largest.
different.
But have you
Yeah.
seen her in front of her other?
I understand.
But it's
that
the
she's
same
not-
difference as this. Have you seen him against him? Jesus Christ. Have you seen them or whatever the fuck against swimmers? Look at Serena Williams against tennis players.
No, 100%. But that's fair because Serena Williams is.
I'm not going down this rabbit hole. I don't know enough about
It's 100% fair. Her bone structure and bone density.
Her bone density was one thing. Her structure clearly is different than the rest of them.
No, it's not. She's a woman. It's the same structure as every other woman, bro. She has the hips of a woman. Every woman.
He's not
Bring
100% wrong.
You
She
can't-
does have the same bones as other women have. The structure is
You know
the
what I
same.
mean? The hip, it's
now,
all
whether
that-
her bones are bigger and she's more
Yeah,
broad,
she's more.
that's
Yeah,
also
she's,
muscle
she's
mass,
bigger,
right?
stronger.
But in
she
terms
has
of
more
bones,
muscle
it's the
mass,
same
yes.
bones.
But she, you know,
He's not wrong.
maybe she produces a little bit more testosterone than other women. Gives a little bit.
So
she was
what's your
still born-
limit?
That's a fucking.
Yeah, what's your limit?
The limit is, I would say, what you went through puberty as.
No. What's your limit though? It's testosterone levels or what?
I don't fucking know. I honestly don't know all the variables here to even calculate. And I have no opinion on this. Aside from the fact that I agree with you that it's sad for
Yeah.
Thomas, Leah, whatever, the swimmer who won. It's sad they've been singled out and they're not being included. But again, that photo could not be that. That photo could be two separate photos that are being taken, and someone caught a third angle of it, and we don't know the context. So I'm not going to formulate.
Oh no,
an
we know the
opinion.
context. They're very angry. They were even asked to in the locker rooms. They were
Fine, you know the context.
Yeah,
but
they were
I
asked
didn't read that. I'm just
in
saying.
the locker room. The girls were asked. We know. They said, "We know you're pissed. Please don't talk about it in the media. Don't even mention the swimmer's name in the locker room. You're not allowed to talk about
That's
this."
pretty fucked
So
up
yeah,
if
they were
that's
they
true.
were pretty pissed. The girls. Yeah.
Interesting.
Which I'm not saying they shouldn't. I'm not saying they shouldn't be pissed. What I'm saying is all the rage is coming out on
And
this
Serena
kid.
Williams is only 5'7" and 70 kilograms. She's not.
Really?
70
Yeah.
kilograms.
Yes, 70. Hold on, let me do kilograms to pounds.
I mean, she's 5'7", really? I
Yeah,
thought she was taller
she's
than
not.
that.
No,
I really thought she was much
she's
taller than that.
154 pounds, bro. That's
Yeah.
Serena Williams.
take
for a woman.
Yeah, I could
look,
take her.
the average woman is
could
like
take her.
what 120 pounds. Yeah, she's a bit heftier than the average woman.
Oh yeah, just a bit. What's it called? Yeah, so that's what I'm saying is the target
How did you
is
come
on
up
this
with
kid.
an average weight for women when women have all kinds of different heights?
Oh, stop it.
Like, where did you?
I'm just saying. Like, well, there's an average weight for men too, bro. Like,
Depends on the country.
It
and
depends on the
where.
country and your height. That's
Yeah.
where your weight
Okay.
class.
That's where your
stands,
yeah, that's where your weight
The
class
average
goes.
man, like,
You can't say an average man because somebody's 7 foot, another guy's 4 foot.
I mean, you can have an average dick. Like,
You can have
sure,
you can have
that
average
out.
men in America, average men in Canada, average men in because you have to basically compartmentalize it as much
I
as
mean,
you can.
technically, you could take all the data, create an average of
But
all
there
the
would be a
heights, and
terrible
then
average.
it's
It wouldn't
bad
make sense,
average,
yeah.
Averages are bad.
actually,
in
the
general.
average weight for a woman in the USA is 170 pounds. So she's technically below
She's
average.
not that big, 5'7" and
170
I weigh more
pounds?
than her.
Don't lie. Is
I
that
swear to God, that's what Google just gave me.
I mean, that's not that crazy.
are you fucked in the head?
not that
But the
heavy.
average height of a woman in the US is 5'4". So
Oh, that's
5'4", 170 pounds.
yes, that means that's an obesity problem, bro.
Bro, you fucked? Why are we mad at this swimmer? Most of those broads could take him.
that swimmer is how tall, by the way. That's what
was
really
the
matters in
Leah
swimming.
Thomas height.
Yeah.
Curious.
Jesus Christ, that's embarrassing. What about men?
It won't give the
Yeah. What's
right
the
away.
men's?
You have to dig her for.
U.S. average men height and weight.
USA.
The chat is not on board with us. Like, what
The
fuck?
average
What do you
weight
mean?
of a man
The
is
average weight of 120 pounds.
198 pounds.
That's fucking heavy.
190 can't be the average.
198.
That's not-
Actually,
that's not
198, yeah, it could be the average. Yeah, no, I thought
I weigh
in my head I
290.
thought you're not the average. She's like, I
probably-
weigh 387 pounds. Yeah, bro, you.
I probably am. Though. I probably am. I'm the most common pant size, shirt size, shoe size. Like, I'm pretty average in terms of my build.
What do you mean common?
Like, I remember from when I used to work in retail, like clothing, we'd get
50 years
more-
ago.
12 years ago.
12 years ago
12 years ago.
in clothing.
I was at Old Navy when
I
I
know,
was still
but
in
that,
school.
dude,
I'm
that
just saying,
was a long
remember-
time ago, bro.
Yeah, I know, but okay, fine. We'll put in a margin of error of 2.8%.
No, I know people are way fatter now than they were 12 years ago. That I
The
guarantee.
average sizes that you get in bulk, like, sorry, not the average size. When you get size
they're
runs,
making
when you get
sorry,
size
I cut you
runs that come in, certain sizes you get more of.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, there are fewer triple
'Cause you-
XLs
yeah.
and fewer smalls. But
Correct.
medium, there was always more. Medium and large,
I would
right?
think large
And
would
I
probably-
sit between medium and large, in
Yeah.
most, depending on the store.
I'm X large.
Are you X large?
Yeah.
You are. Big boy.
Yeah.
And
were you
my
gonna
pant
say?
size is 31. It's the most common pant size. Like, there's always the most of them. Yeah, that's right. I'm a 31.
By the way, they're shitting on me on the chat.
Why?
What? Why?
Because of the average weight. I
was
said
a stupid
120
thing.
pounds.
Where are they shitting on? I didn't even see it.
The girls
Well,
are
not
like,
shitting
fuck
me.
you.
Yeah, they're like, average woman is 120 pounds. Laugh emoji, laugh, n'importe quoi, whatever.
Actually, you might be right about that.
I'm 100% right. The average height is 5'4", right? A healthy weight for a woman at that height is 110 to 140 pounds.
No one's talking about what the healthy weight is or the right weight or the BMI index. We're talking about the average weight.
the average says
To blanket say a woman averages at 120 pounds is a stupid
No, I
statement.
said the
'cause-
woman should average.
No, you didn't.
no, you said the average.
An average woman is
Oh, okay,
120
I'm sorry,
pounds.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
It's not the truth.
Okay. Oh, but yeah, the average woman is 170 pounds in the US. Yeah,
that's absurd. What about Canada?
that's heavy, bro. Oh, Canada. I don't
And
know.
then go to Greece and Italy. I'm just curious
Who, me? I'm the fucking default character. What the fuck's your problem today? I didn't bother you.
because it's shocking to me that 170
Oh,
pounds.
that's what she
Oh my
means.
God.
I just realized.
Oh,
Sorry.
no, that's male. Never mind. Average female weight is 155 pounds in Canada.
Fuck, what a difference, bro. It's a
Yeah.
border. 155 pounds.
I mean, the U.S. has
Yeah,
an
it's,
obesity.
uh,
pandemic.
Guys, this is
It's 15
absurd.
pounds, yeah.
Hey, America. Holy shit.
The men,
Start smacking burgers off of bitches' mouths. This is crazy.
the men is 187, so we're 10 to 15 pounds lighter than the U.S.
Check Italy now.
Italy?
And Greece.
I got really aggressive there. I thought she called me an NPC. I was like, what the fuck are you saying?
Oh no, just 'cause
Yeah, I just
It doesn't give the Google right away. Hold on.
got aggressive there. Sorry.
It just gives me magazine shit. Oh, average height of men and women. No, that's height.
Yeah,
Oh.
calm. I'm calm.
Oh, weight also.
I'm very curious to see.
Oh, I got a list. Okay,
Podcast producer, statistician,
Let's see this.
Hold on.
pisser offer of
We
ladies.
said Italy, right?
Italy and Greece. Yeah, I'm just curious to see the difference between Canada, US.
Okay, Greece. Is this for men or no? That's male. Hold on. Women is 73.7 kilograms. How much is that?
160 pounds.
Hundreds. I think I weigh about 74 kilos.
You weigh 160 pounds?
168.
Oh, yeah, you are light.
Depends. In the morning, I'm one like 68. By midday, I'm like 164.
What did I say? 173 no, 73 kilos.
Yeah.
200 kilograms.
160 pounds.
Why'd you say 200 kilograms all of a sudden?
Just want to see.
160 pounds
The average.
in Greece. Yeah.
Of a man or a woman?
Woman.
Are you sure?
They have voluptuous hips.
I don't know, but
ladies.
what about the men then?
Man is 88 kilograms.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
that's
then.
what is that? Like
I'm okay
180
with that.
pounds, 189 pounds,
Yeah, that makes sense.
Let's say Italy. Italy has
88 kilos. I don't know.
Higher.
hold on. I'm
No,
trying to
probably
find-
not.
Ah, fuck, they didn't put it in alphabetical order. It's pissing
194.
me off.
No, the average
Oh,
is
women
not
in
far
Italy
off.
is 64.8 kilograms.
They're
What's that?
petitos.
142 pounds.
On average.
On
And what's
average,
their
yeah.
height average?
Italy women is 1.61 m. So how much is that?
5'4.5".
So
5'5".
BMI?
Their BMI is better in terms of numbers than
Than
the
us.
US.
So they're
And than us, yeah.
overweight by 3 pounds.
Fuck. So
Still.
we're at the bottom of the barrel. We're not, us in the US, we're not doing good.
No.
The US is doing poorly.
The US is
We're
the league of the world.
we're a close second.
Actually, looking at this, by the way, looking at this list, I would say the whole world isn't doing well as per BMI and everything. The
I mean,
whole
we're
world
eating
is-
shit food and
Yeah, the whole
processed
world
foods
is
and
kind of-
sugars and shit. Not you. I mean, you're just eating meat all the time, right?
The
And,
only
like,
places
veggies.
where the weight makes sense is places like where the women are really tall, like Netherlands,
Like Sweden.
yeah, those northern European.
Because they're a bit
countries.
heavier, but it's because of the
I mean, they're fucking.
it makes sense.
They're built of the same material as their ships are.
So here the
They're
women are
fucking
short
giants.
and fat, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Fuck, how did that happen?
Same thing with men. Men, we're not doing too well either. We're obese and.
Speak for yourself. I feel fine.
Speak for yourself, bro. I'm 16.
No, I'm
I can
talking
lose
about.
10
I'm talking
pounds,
about
though.
the average.
I could lose another 50.
I think I should. 50
No,
pounds.
50, you'll be anorexic.
Dry-
my friend.
fucking
You'll look
cut off
like
a leg.
You'll look like a crackhead.
You think so?
Oh my
100%
god,
you'll look
50
like a
pounds.
crackhead.
Yeah.
How much you weigh now?
None of your business.
None of your
Seriously?
business.
Yeah, 250 something.
What kind of lady are you? 250 something?
Yeah, I want to be around 200.
Ah man, you're pretty tall. Like 200 is pretty light. You're gonna be too thin. You 210. Don't go into 200, man. You're a big guy.
Christine says I'm 5'11", at 120, I'd be a stick figure. Yeah, but she's also way above average height of a woman.
Look, I'm also 5'11".
5'11"? Yeah, but what's her actual weight? If it's 5'11"
No, you
and
don't
270 pounds,
well,
there's a problem.
5'11", a woman is
11.
supposed to be between 136 and 172 pounds
Supposed to be to look normal or to be healthy?
to be healthy.
Like a body
Okay.
mass
To be
index
healthy,
numbers.
yeah.
Look, I'm 5'11" and some change. And I was 120 pounds after I had gone that stomach thing. So at my wedding, I was 120 pounds.
Oh, you looked weird.
I look like people used to ask me if I was
have
if
AIDS.
something. I look like I had
Yeah.
AIDS. Like I was going through
Yeah,
chemo.
yeah,
I had lost
yeah.
my hair too.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
had started around the same time.
No, you were very thin then.
I was too thin. When I was like
at
145, I was tip top.
Yeah.
Now I've let myself go a
At
bit.
5'11", a tall woman? Yeah, around 150
I
something.
would just
I
like
was
to say
110 at one
they're
point.
still giving like 30 something pounds leeway. Like at 5'4", yeah, it says between 110 and 140.
Yeah.
So it could be
It's a
135.
weird conversation. How did we get into this?
Yeah, how
Like,
do we
start
get
this?
into this?
Trans rights.
Seems
Oh,
logical.
yes,
that
the-
makes
the whole
perfect
trans
He
sense.
made an
argument,
argument that all women are trannies.
No, what? That's not.
I always laugh whenever I hear jokes like that. I always think of that fucking line from Ted, the "There are no chicks with dicks." Remember that?
Yeah.
There are no chicks with dicks. Only dudes with tits.
He's right
freaking
though.
out.
He's right. Because,
Hey,
of the
anyways,
anatomy. It's
honestly,
true.
the only point I was trying to make is that
It's sad for the swimmer.
it's sad for everyone involved, but the swimmer's going to get all the shit when he doesn't decide how they organize this shit. So that's the reason why I was like, imagine if it's your kid and your kid's like, you know what I mean? It's a little fucked up.
The ladies are giving their weights and heights out. What's going on? You guys are giving your stats
I didn't
in
even
the chat
ask.
for
I
Poseidon.
didn't even ask.
Careful, you don't know
Captain
what he
Yolo
might do with
says that she is 230 pounds.
Captain Yolo.
No,
Is a
he
me- is
said
a
that
he.
220 to 230 for you is a good weight
Yeah.
for a guy of your build.
Yeah, there we go.
I think you'd look like I did, sickly at under 200 pounds.
Tyra Banks is 5'10". When she was a model, she was 120. When she was hosting.
No,
her
that's bad.
She's a model.
That's
And
bad.
she was too thin. when
At
she was
5'10",
model.
that's
Yeah,
bad.
she looked like a
That means-
skeleton.
That means
Yeah.
she was anorexic. That means
I
she was
hate that
underweight.
shit.
So she was on the opposite spectrum.
But when
So
she was
not
hosting her
healthy.
day show, she was 180.
She looked better
I
then.
don't know if she was 180. Was she 180, bro?
I have no clue. But
Wait, 5'11".
5'11",
Oh, you
180.
5'10".
Yeah, you could be 180 and it won't.
No, 5'11". Well, no, 180. I would honestly, even a woman at 5'11", even at 190, I would consider still healthy, in my opinion.
I don't care about your opinion. We're talking about
Tyra
what the
Banks at the same height as me, more or less.
yeah.
Weighing what I do plus the weight of boobs. That makes sense.
No.
Yeah, you don't have much cock weight. Oh.
So I'm mostly cock weight.
I
Yeah, I
prepared
guess.
something to cheer us up though after this weight talk and
Yeah?
I'm cheering. What do you think? I feel bad about the obesity crisis.
I have prepared Mr. Batman.
All this time after everything that happened, you've still been looking for fucking yellow knee pads Bollywood Batman.
Yeah,
I found it before,
I don't care.
but it's so funny.
You do what you want, but I'm gonna go pee.
Oh, you would appreciate it.
I'm trying.
You would appreciate it.
He won't appreciate it. Nobody's gonna appreciate it.
I saw it yesterday and I appreciated it.
Yeah, you appreciate it. No adult worth their salt is gonna
You
appreciate it.
appreciate it because it's ridiculous, because it's wacky.
I don't. I think I would look sick at 120 pounds. Crystal says. Yeah, 120 is kind of. Well, it depends on the height, no?
Depends on the height, man.
Because you only look weird if your height don't. Like for example, my weight on a dude that's 5'11" or 5'6" or whatever, 5'8",
Oh, forget it. They would be.
they would look like Oswald Cobblepot.
Yeah. They would. That would not be a good look.
Oh fuck! There's
It
a
depends, and it depends on a lot of factors, bro. Like we're also built guys. So even though, let's say for 6'2", the average might be, I don't know, the average for 6'2" guys is 180, 190 pounds.
that's disgusting.
I think so, around there. That's like
Disgusting.
that's if you
That's
go,
like you're lanky.
but if you go by the healthy average,
That's unhealthy, bro.
But it's-
180 at 6'2".
for you that would be 100, and for me as well that would be 100% unhealthy.
I would look too
Our
lanky.
insides would be suffering. We would have
No, it's not suffering. I would it just look weird.
weird, but we would get heart problems as well. I'm telling you, we would
I would die of a broken heart
no.
every time I look in the mirror.
Yeah, height, muscle. So there's a lot of factors. So to take these averages just like that, it's not reality. But, if we go by average of people and, what we've seen in the past of people of that height where
Yeah.
they were healthy. Yeah, but there's so many
Like
factors.
the fact that we've been lying to everyone online that you're 6'2", but really you're 5'8".
Yeah, exactly.
You need to lose about 120 pounds, bro.
Yeah, bro,
You're gonna
that's
die.
I'm gonna die soon.
Yeah. He's 300 pounds, 5'8".
318 pounds.
Yeah, 18. 5'8". 6'2" was all a lie.
I think 5'7.5" if we're being precise.
I don't even know what that means.
And a half.
I just know what I am. That's it. But I can't do the different. I don't know how tall anyone else is. Like I don't know the difference. I can't measure it in my head. Like if a girl says I'm 5'10", I'm like that doesn't mean anything to me.
Yeah.
You're shorter than me. That's all I know.
Yeah. Kim said something interesting in the chat. Based on BMI, Arnold Schwarzenegger was considered morbidly obese. But you can't compare because he was Mr. Olympia. He took a lot of steroids to become that muscle mass. You can't. And muscle is heavier than, it's more dense than fat. So of that size, that, muscle and fat can easily be confused. Well, no, because that's why there's the BMI.
No, but anyways, this is all stupid. Where's Phil? Phil?
Pelife? He
He
left
just
you
walked
alone,
in.
huh?
I heard you walk in.
Yeah, there's still 22 minutes to the show, bro.
Yeah, he's still arguing about body mass index.
No, I'm not arguing about it.
Oh, my grandfather kept calling me. I just want to see what he wanted.
Is he okay?
Yeah, he's fine.
Fucking last king of Sparta.
No, I think we were just having a conversation. I wasn't arguing anything.
You were very anti-trans. Caitlyn Jenner fucking dropped a bomb tweet though on the whole thing.
Yo, I saw that.
That was crazy. I was like, God damn, the jokes are writing themselves. Yeah, Caitlyn Jenner, because they were talking about Caitlyn Jenner.
I mean, Caitlyn Jenner seems like the right person to weigh in on this conversation. An athlete, former athlete.
Well, Pink News described it as
What the fuck
Caitlyn
is
Jenner
Pink News?
launches yet another disgraceful attack on trans athletes.
Is Pink only? Do they only employ trans people?
I have no idea.
Then maybe they should shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
because
but
they don't speak
so
for
then
all of them.
Caitlyn Jenner replied on Twitter, "No, I just had the balls to stand up for women and girls in sports."
I like that choice of words.
Yeah, and I was like, God damn, all right. I see what you're doing there, kid. Good job. Good job.
Oh man.
Yeah, but
Yesterday
the
I was
argument is
following-
weird because I'm not, because I'm for the lady sports. I'm for the ladies, right? And I want them to be happy. I don't want
Yeah.
them to get destroyed all the time. But at the same time, we must be totally fucking these people's heads because they get all the shit when this happens. So all these trans athletes, they're getting mentally abused.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Could you imagine, like walking outside too, somebody recognizes
Fuck you, China! You stole it from a girl, and you're like, they let me compete and I won. Like it's
Yeah.
it's crazy.
It sucks, bro. It's terrible.
Yeah, all of this is terrible. But I don't have the answer. If people are waiting for that, I don't have the answer. I don't know what the
I
fuck
don't
to do.
either.
I don't know what to
even
do.
think I care.
I don't know what to do. I'm just saying I feel bad for people getting yelled at.
I'm
That's
just
it.
feeling bad for myself right now because yesterday I was following the launch of a new crypto token. I was like, I'm gonna fucking do it. I'm gonna sell it fast, and then I backed out because I got scared, and it like tripled in value.
Really?
Yeah.
How much were you gonna put?
I was gonna put like $1,000 just to like.
You
just
would have
get
made
started.
3 Gs right there.
Yeah.
You fucking idiot.
It was so volatile. I was watching it. I was like, it was jumping between
it's
like
crypto, bro. It's all
$4.
volatile.
Yeah, but it was a launch day. I've never participated in that kind of like the first day that a token goes live.
Yeah,
I don't. The token from that.
I don't participate in any of this stuff. It's all
Yeah.
nerd nonsense.
Yeah, but if I can make nerd money and then fuck off from it, then why not?
Nerd. It's all nerd nonsense. I don't know why people buy into this shit. It's all gonna kill us soon.
Kill us?
Yeah.
How is it gonna kill us?
It's gonna kill us, bro. When people are broke. By the way, all your stuff is going up. I saw a tweet of a guy who
going
has a
up?
farm, and he says, "Just so you guys know, 2 years ago, my fertilizer a year cost me 300,000.
Oh, that's what you mean. Okay.
Yeah, and he goes, my fertilizer this year is costing 800,000. He goes, and gas is up too. He goes,
It's
get
crazy
ready.
that even shit costs.
Yeah,
more.
he goes, get ready for the fall. Get ready for the fall prices.
I went to
bitches.
the grocery store.
Bro, I'm dropping $30 on like toast and some
Bro,
yogurt.
you don't understand, bro. I bought the same stuff I was buying 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I was paying 120. Granted, I added maybe like 2 extra items.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
$170
Yeah, that's
compared to 120.
it's not negligible. That's a big difference.
I have
That's
two tiny
50 bucks,
humans.
buddy.
I have two tiny humans that I need to feed at home.
Yeah.
But then when
Trust
I
me, I
was
know.
warning all of you about this infinite printing of money, I was an asshole.
No one said you were an asshole about
Many
that.
people said I was an asshole. Like, what are you talking about? What would you do, bro? We need the server. No, you need to let people go back to fucking work.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
going to bite
people
us in the
did
ass
say
in 2
shit like
years.
that.
I would have, yeah. Look,
I'm not sure if that's the only reason the inflation has taken off. There's
It's a
other
huge
thing-
reason. That's
It
how-
is,
that's
it
how
is.
the economy
no,
works.
No, but there are other factors that play too.
What do you mean?
Like the idea that we're dealing with some kind of scarcity, which is manufactured.
But it's manufactured. It wasn't real. So it's just like scarcity of work, like the products that we had to pull out. It was manufactured because people could have gone back to work.
they chose not
we
to.
knew pretty early on. Okay, it's not what we thought it was the first month or two, but they never backed down. They doubled down,
yeah.
and they fucked us.
What they should have done was as soon
Well,
as-
shoulda, woulda, coulda. The thing
Yeah.
is, hindsight is 2020.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, no, but it's not hindsight if everyone was literally fucking telling them that then. They knew it's not hindsight. They knew they should have.
Yeah, Texas and Florida look like geniuses now.
Yeah. Yeah.
At the time, they look like a bunch of dummies.
But
No,
they are.
I've been seeing a lot of people popping off like doctors' accounts that I follow, people who I've just been keeping an eye on during the pandemic, talking about how like we're going into another wave. I'm like, what are you fucking talking about? Like, what are you talking about? We talked about it on Wednesday. Like, 2,000 cases out of a population of 1 billion is not a lot of people. That is not cause for concern.
I know, but
It's not.
But at the time, there
No,
was.
I mean, now.
oh, now,
I'm talking about this new pie variant that they're talking about
It's
now.
a new variant, pie variant,
I mean,
delicious.
it is delicious pie. No, it's after Omicron, there's pie, right? There's the subvariant that they've been calling BA something, and now they're just naming it.
Listen, bro, I knew they weren't talking about an actual pie.
No, I know. I wasn't explaining it to you. I was just saying the subvariant got called its own variant now, finally.
Oh, it's a subvariant.
Yeah, I mean, what's the difference? Who the fuck cares?
I don't care.
There's like a bajillion fucking subvariants of influenza. We don't name them
The
all.
planet creates about 5,500 viruses a year.
Yeah, but how many does China?
Ah,
I mean,
yeah, yeah.
I mean,
You
it's
ruined
not
your
great.
own joke.
No,
I
no, I mean naturally the
I know.
Yeah.
Well,
knows.
thank you. Thank you for that, Poseidon. The only argument was, well, it's not natural, so we needed to panic. I get that too. The point is,
No one's ever said it wasn't natural.
No, now
Not
it's
publicly.
now it's out. Now.
Oh, yeah.
Now
Oh,
you
yeah,
have
you're
to be
right
a
about that.
fucking imbecile.
But the official story is still. I mean,
really?
I was reading fucking whole articles on the Wall Street Journal last week
Oh yeah, the Wall Street Journal.
about how the lab leak theory doesn't hold.
Oh, it doesn't.
Yeah, no, it was natural. It's completely natural.
Yeah. The lab leak theory doesn't hold. It's kind of like when this is basically like watching The View at this point. If you're
How
reading,
is it like watching The View?
if you're reading the Wall Street Journal, it's imbecilic. Like how hard they try to ignore facts. I like what they had done to Jon Stewart. Remember when he went on Colbert, and they were trying to call him a conspiracy theorist?
Yeah.
He's making jokes about it. He's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And then Colbert's getting all fucking nervous, like, "Oh, we can't say
Named
that."
after the fucking lab.
Yeah, we can't say that. You heard about the biolabs in Ukraine?
No.
I've heard about it from you.
Bro,
I've never found
this is-
anything else about it though.
There's fucking tons of art, bro. I
don't know.
Bro, bring that up, bro. One of the fucking craziest shit I saw last week. There's a press briefing, and they're saying it's Russian propaganda. There are no biolabs. There are no American biolabs in the Ukraine. Same day, bro. We need to protect our biolabs from the Russian invasion so something doesn't go wrong. Bro, they're saying two opposite fucking things at the same time. It is like they don't give a fuck anymore. They're like, just let them fight amongst themselves.
I don't know enough about.
Check out the biolabs, Poseidon. This is something you should be bringing up.
I'm trying to find it.
Biolabs in the Ukraine. Tulsi Gabbard has been talking. Oh, yeah, Tulsi Gabbard did talk about the biolabs. Yeah, and they went after her first. That was the best. They go, she's spewing Russian propaganda. There are no biolabs, but we need to protect our biolabs in the Ukraine. And like, wait, are there or aren't there? Stop asking questions.
So Beijing urged Washington on Monday to clarify its biological military activities with a responsible attitude in the Ukraine. Hold on, they're asking, what is
No,
this?
but I'm saying with a responsible attitude. And it's like, Biden's like, I need ice cream.
There's a claim. They're calling it a claim that there are more than 20 U.S. biolabs in Ukraine. The U.S. said these were false claims made by Russia, and argued that the U.S.-funded biolabs were only used to deal with biological weapons left.
Repeat from the beginning what you just said.
The U.S. said these were false claims, open quote, close quote, made up by Russia, and argued that the U.S.-funded biolabs were only used to deal with biological weapons left over from the Soviet Union.
Can you repeat that entire sentence one more time, please?
Yeah, they said two things at the same time.
Repeat that one more time.
Said, okay, for the people out there listening. The U.S. said these were, open quote, false claims, close quote, made up by Russia.
Made up by false claims. There are no biolabs. Made up by Russia.
Yes.
Next sentence.
And argued that the U.S.-funded biolabs were only used to deal with biological weapons left over from the Soviet Union.
So the official Russian statement was that there are U.S. biolabs building bioweapons.
No.
That's the semantics
So
they're playing with.
I think I know what they're going with.
bro.
Yeah, the funded.
Fuck, bro.
That's what you just said, no?
Oh,
No,
I
Russia's
can't.
saying that they're manufacturing. That's
can't.
what it says here. That they're manufacturing bioweapons in these biolabs. The U.S. is saying we don't have biolabs. We have biolabs that destroy leftover pathogens and shit.
No, I think what
They're just playing semantics.
Yeah, well, I think what they're going with is no, we don't have biolabs. We fund Ukrainian biolabs.
That's what they did in China. That's not what
Yeah.
they're doing here. Here they're saying two retarded things at the same time. China was the best. They're like, what? We don't have any biolabs there. They're like, well, actually, we do. Shut the fuck up. No, we don't.
Yeah, 'cause it said-
Fauci's like, there are no biolabs. And then you find out he's the one that was funding them. And why was the best part.
The U.S. claimed the biolabs were to report outbreaks caused by dangerous pathogens before they pose security or stability threats.
The biolabs that a sentence before they said don't exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then they're saying, no, they're not actually U.S. biolabs. They're saying they're U.S.-funded biolabs.
Oh, that's an argument.
I think that's what...
That's just like Wuhan. Yeah, that's a good argument. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still the best name of a
We
place.
fund it. It's not mine. I fund it.
Yeah.
Bro, I own the company. It's not my company.
I just funded the...
Bro, this is fucking
It's
insane.
actually kind of
The
crazy.
U.S. funded labs in the Ukraine that sparked the propaganda war. I don't know. I need to read it up on this.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's what biolabs do.
People are laughing at your reaction.
So stupid. No, but it's so
Yeah,
dumb.
so they said two things
And
at
then
the same-
then the people will fight. People will fight tooth and nail to defend the news and the government to try to make sense of this. Well, really, I think what they were trying to try to justify the fact that they're stupid. They can't just say, "Oh fuck yeah, we're being clearly lied to."
You want to just move to Hawaii or something, bro?
Why Hawaii?
Why Hawaii?
It's in the middle of nowhere, bro.
It's very
It's
volcanic.
a
Though.
fucking American state.
Yeah, you gotta stay in the civilized world. But it's it's very volcanic. But it is beautiful,
Yeah.
but volcanic.
trying to think where I'd fuck off to. Not
I think it's
Hawaii.
gonna be Texas or Florida. I'll tell you why.
It's too hot. in
Mostly Florida because of the beaches, because you want some beach, bro.
They're shit
But
beaches.
you're still in the
They're shit.
little Clearwater,
Once-
Florida. You go to
Yeah,
some nice.
I've been to Clearwater. Once you
like
swam
it?
in the Aegean, nothing comes close.
So go to Greece.
Yeah, but then do what? That's the problem.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
telling
I
you.
know.
You can't like.
I know.
Now you're one of those people that doesn't want to eat anything. I would like a steak. Here's a steak. Ugh, I don't want steak. I want vegetables. Here's vegetables. Ugh, I don't want vegetables. I'm telling you, if you want to stay in the civilized world,
Well, fucking
you
weird
have.
example.
But if you want to stay in the civilized world, if you want to stay in the first world, your choices are fucking limited, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to give some stuff up.
I
But
feel like Malta. I feel like Malta would be a good time.
that's not the civilized world.
It's pretty civilized, Malta.
That's not the first world, no.
I'm thinking of Corsica. Sorry.
The truth is, there's two countries in the first world. Our first world, the way we live. Everything else, the second you go, like let's say Greece, for example. Love Greece, love the weather, love the peoples. However, it's a bureaucratic nightmare.
Yeah.
Yes.
Simple,
true.
things that you take for granted here will, it's like
Yes,
fucking.
agreed.
Oh my God, a simple thing is going to take you a week off work to get done. It's
A week?
absurd.
You're fast.
Yeah, it's absurd. It ruins the whole first world aspect, right? You're there, you got to give
Yeah,
envelopes.
they have
and-
crazy bureaucry.
Oh,
Yeah.
Australia.
Australia,
first of all,
penal colony again.
Yeah, Australia might not exist. Fake news.
What about like
Hold on. France, south of
the
France.
UK?
South
You
of
fucked
France.
off to like
Oh
Ireland.
yeah, you know what? Bring that up because I'm curious.
But the
Because
UK isn't
Christine
beautiful.
says Florida. Can you bring up what the "Don't Say Gay" bill is?
That is a fucking. We don't have enough time to talk about
I gotta
that
know
at the
because
end.
I was
We have
told.
9 minutes. We got
Yeah,
this.
we got 9 minutes because I was told a few weeks ago that "Don't Say Gay" bill was teachers were asked to out gay students to their parents, and I made fun about it on stage.
What?
Yeah, that's what I was told. Don't you remember? I made fun of this, and I go, first of all, it's the gayest thing you could do because you're gonna be saying gay a lot.
Yeah.
And also, what if you call it like, yeah, your kid's in theater. It's fucking gay. It's not a gay kid. But it turns out that's not the real name of the bill.
No,
It's
not.
nothing to
That's
do with
just what
that.
they're calling it.
Yeah.
It's
Some-
they're not allowed to talk about. Oh fuck! I don't remember now. Poseidon, are you pulling it up?
They said they were supposed to out.
Here's
That's
what-
what
here's what-
that's what they said. a
No,
few
that
weeks
was
ago.
like a
I'm reading
byproduct
it.
of it. It
They're
wasn't like.
supposed to out gay kids, but I was like, that's
No, no,
fucking
no,
crazy,
no,
bro.
no.
And then I was informed yesterday, not of what it is, but I was told it is not that.
It is
that
not
was
that.
that was propaganda.
What?
And I was like, really? You propagized me? What is it really, Poseidon?
I'm reading. Hold on.
Told you we didn't have enough
Yeah.
time.
Florida's parental rights and education. Don't say gay bill has only partners. Hold on. Electoral boards. Fuck. I just want to know. The bill has been prompted.
Yeah, it had something to do with sexual orientation discussions in class.
For children?
I don't know if it was high school though. If it's high school, I mean, it's part of sex ed, right?
I thought everything I heard was about elementary.
No, I'm not sure
I
at
just-
all.
I just want to know.
But I heard, I'm telling you, the first thing I heard was that they have to call the parents and out them that their kid's gay. That's what I heard. It turned out that was bullshit, but that's what I heard. Which also, here's the other thing. It goes back to my other argument. If you're correct, why lie? So if you're correct that this bill is wrong, then why lie about what the bill is?
Okay, I have it. The Florida legislature on Tuesday passed a bill that would ban discussions around gender and sex in classrooms.
Well, what does that mean?
Sex,
'Cause
like
classrooms
sex, the
go from
noun or
fucking-
sex, the verb.
Yeah, and also classroom goes from 0 to fucking university, bro.
Critics say that the legislation uses parental rights as an excuse to marginalize LGBTQ people.
That's
doesn't
stupid.
explain anything
Yeah,
to
that's
us, though.
dumb.
Yeah, I think they're jumping the gun on this.
That's a dumb
No,
argument.
you can't make any assumption.
You can't make
based
any
on what you
assumption
just
based
read.
on what you
We
just
don't know
read. Yeah,
anything
it's a
yet.
very dumb argument. Yeah,
But that's what they're saying. Basically,
I know, but I have to know more because it just sounds stupid now. That's like me saying we don't serve Coke here. Why are you anti-gay? There's no. What are you talking about?
yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But that's what they're saying. They're saying that it would ban the discussions around gender and sex in classrooms. That's all the bill is.
I
yeah,
don't
there's gotta be
remember.
more
I
to
was
this.
reading about it last week. But I
Yeah.
have no memory of what I read right
It can't
now.
just be that.
I'm reading it right now. Okay, the Republican-controlled Florida Senate on Tuesday passed a bill that forbids discussions of sexual orientation and gender identity.
Okay, but for
in
who?
primary classrooms in nearly 2 weeks after the controversial bill passed the Florida House. But that could mean heterosexual.
Yeah, it means everything. Don't talk
Orient-
about sex.
Yeah,
Primary
exactly.
class.
No,
You're
yeah,
talking about
it's
primera.
not- No, sex, the noun, or sex, the act.
They said sexual orientation and gender identity.
Okay, sexual orientation, not
Yeah.
sex, like sex ed, not the act of sex, but sex, like male, female.
Yeah.
So they're going to talk about sex, but not
They
with...
can still do sex ed. It has nothing to do with that. I think.
Who the fuck is doing...
I'm not saying anything because I
Who
don't
the fuck is
remember.
doing sex ed to children?
The legislation dubbed the Parental Rights in Education. So they want parents to talk about this stuff to children.
No, you just assumed that from the title of it.
Yeah, I don't assume because the Don't Say Gay bill has nothing to do with being gay.
For more parental control. Oh, so the bill argues they want more parental control in children's public school education.
It's being called "Don't Say Gay" because it's forbidding the conversations around the last couple letters in the LGBTQ plus thing. But you can't call the bill the "Don't Say" transsexual.
But what do you mean don't say?
The bill's
Like, you don't-
measures.
let's not talk about this. But they're just using "gay" because it rhymes.
But this is high school or because if they're primary, if this is
I don't know.
kindergarten,
I don't
you
know.
shouldn't be talking about any of this. You shouldn't be talking about dudes banging chicks. You shouldn't be talking about any of this.
Yeah, the legislation dubbed. Oh no, hold on, wait. The bill's measures would allow parents to sue school districts that defy the legislation. Dubbed the "Don't Say Gay" bill by its opponents, the legislation bans the discussion of sexual orientation, and gender identity in kindergarten classrooms.
What if your sexual orientation is straight?
Hold on, through the third grade.
So pre-K to 3.
A
No, you just-
Oh, pre-K to 3 and
Yeah, hold on. A
fine
reality
with this.
activists say would further marginalize LGBTQ students.
Oh, that's bullshit.
That's
Yeah,
insane.
no,
They're full of shit. They're full of shit.
Now they got me on the Republican
yeah,
side.
yeah, they're full of shit, bro.
If it's really what you just said from 0 to 3,
They're trying to ban it.
from 0 to 3. From 0 to 3, you shouldn't be talking about any sex.
Yeah,
No, but we're talking about
basically
gender,
from kindergarten
not
to
sex,
third
like
grade.
sexual activity.
If you tell me that they're gonna still talk like 0 to 3, they're still gonna tell kids this is a woman, this is a man, they fuck. Then I'm all against
Yeah,
this.
100%.
I'm against that too.
But
I'm not saying they
when
shouldn't
did
be
they
talking
start
about gay
sex
stuff.
ed? At what age? I wonder.
I thought they started like around 5th.
I don't remember having any sex ed until I got to high school.
No, our sex ed was in high school. No, they didn't have sex ed. But I think
But I
they
started
talked about.
in the 8th grade.
But I remember in elementary later when you were one of the older kids,
Yeah,
they would
like-
talk about biology. Like they wouldn't
biology,
give you.
yeah, sure.
Yeah, they wouldn't talk about. You're right. They wouldn't talk about sexual stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Wait, were they talking to first graders about sex before this?
No, but I think the reason
like does this
I understand the need for
does
early
this bill
education,
matter?
but that's too early.
I think
does this bill matter? Is what like is
I
it
don't think
realistic?
this was an issue. I think it's a bill to solve a problem that's
There you go.
non-existent,
There you go. That's my.
which
It's kind of
makes
like
it kind of dumb.
yes. There, I'm with you. Unless these people were fucking, all these kids were going to school, they're in the first grade, and they're like, this is how you suck a dick. Or then, okay, there's a problem.
Again, that has nothing to do with sex. It's about gender. This bill. So were
I
they?
thought you said it's about sexual orientation also.
No, I
Yeah.
said it's not about sexual
no,
orientation.
but no, it is. That's what they said.
Is it?
Why, bro, what are you, the
I thought it was-
propaganda
it would
minister
ban-
here?
Sorry,
It would
sorry,
ban
sorry.
discussions
I got
around
confused.
gender and sexual orientation. So you can't talk about the kids what's
I mean,
straight.
sexual orientation and sex can be two separate conversations, though.
Yeah,
No,
but
so you can't talk about the what's
Like you talk
straight,
about the feelings,
what's
but not the
gay,
mechanics.
oh, you can't talk about anything sex related.
Yeah, you can't talk about straight,
Till
gay,
0 to 3.
But also,
lesbian.
you can't talk about gender orientation. So,
But I didn't think
does
they
that
would-
exclude male and female also.
Yeah, it says
Yeah,
nothing.
They're just gray numbers.
Just
The
sexual.
kids-
No, but you don't know.
Any-
You don't
any
talk
sex- anything that falls
about
into
sex.
sexual
You don't talk
orientation.
about it. You don't talk about guys, girls. You don't talk.
But
But
at
I
the same
thought
time,
that
for
was.
gender stuff,
I thought that was common sense.
I thought that
that
was
you don't
common
talk
sense,
about that kind of shit to kids.
I don't know what it was. I'm not sure what the.
Well,
the
you have
approach is.
kids. When did you start talking to them about sex?
No,
Exactly.
But I mean, they know the difference between a girl and a boy.
Yeah, but in a sexual context is what he's saying. He's saying it not
Yeah.
in
No, it's
existing.
two separate things. It's sexual orientation and also gender identity. So gender identity you still include male and female in gender identity.
Well, they
just
didn't
because
really
we're
say
not the
gender
ones
identity.
talking
Yeah,
about
I
it.
feel
Oh no,
like
they
it's
did say gender.
confusing.
Sorry,
It's-
sorry.
I
It's
thought it was.
very
I thought it was
confusing.
in a sexual term.
No, the don't say gay bill, the naming it, the fake name of that
Yeah.
has completely skewed everyone's perception of it.
Yeah, yeah.
So no, I don't even know what it is. I said when we started this, I don't want to talk about it because I don't fucking know.
Oh, now we're knowing.
We're not knowing shit because Poseidon's giving us that information.
No, it's he didn't make it up, dude. It's the article.
No, I'm not saying no. I mean, we haven't firsthand sat and read it. I don't know what it is. I don't know what problem it tries to
Why you look
solve.
upset?
I don't know what solutions
Hold on,
it's bringing
I'm
forward.
reading
I have
the
no
chat
idea.
to see.
I also don't live in Florida, so it doesn't directly affect me.
I am curious.
And
though.
I'm sure whatever Florida's trying not to do in Quebec as a socially progressive province,
here's what I thought
we're
it
already
was.
doing it.
Here's what I thought it was.
People are saying this law is not appropriate. How is it not appropriate though?
Because there might be something we're missing or more made up shit. Because initially, that's what they told me. Initially, they told me they out gay kids. That, I swear to God, that's what they told me. I talked about it on stage. And I was against it. I go, you can't fucking do that shit. That's their business.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything
First of all,
about
imagine a
outing gay
teacher
kids.
calling, yeah. And then you're telling me it says nothing about that. So again, my argument is, if you're right, why lie?
Yeah.
If your argument is valid, why would you need to lie?
I refrain.
The
I really
conversations
don't know
surrounding a
enough to say
child's
anything.
sexuality or gender identity are included under that umbrella, meaning the legislation would bar school districts from maintaining confidentiality policies that prohibit educators from divulging information about a child's sexual orientation.
Go back, back up.
Yeah.
Give me the sentence right before why it's being prohibited.
Yeah, hold on. Let me scroll up a little.
Another thing is, you keep making it sound like we're talking about older kids. Like, is it real, the 0 to 3? Because what he just said.
There are kids in primary school who are already starting to feel dysphoria, right?
Okay.
I'm sure.
What exactly would this bill do? The answer is not entirely clear. The 30-word
That's a bad start.
The 30-word measure that has sparked the most debate is written in notably vague language. A school district may not encourage classroom discussion about sexual orientation or gender identity in primary grade levels or in a manner that is not age appropriate or developmentally appropriate for students, the bill says.
I mean, that second half of that statement I agree with.
Yeah, obviously.
The latter.
Okay, the text, however, fails to define or explain what language around those topics would be considered age appropriate or developmentally appropriate.
Okay.
Okay,
So
that's
they're
true.
leaving it to the discretion of the educators.
Yeah, but they should define that. That makes
They
sense.
probably should.
'Cause
They're
or else-
passing a fucking bill about it.
Yeah, because somebody might, a teacher might be like, I don't know, oh, you're a beautiful girl. It's like, oh, you said girl. You're getting sued.
Go on.
Yeah, okay, I agree.
that's true.
Yeah, it needs
The
more-
bill's sponsors, Republican Joe Harding and Senator Dennis Baxley, have said the provision is a stop gap on school districts implementing curriculum that would educate children about gender and sexual orientation before they are mature enough to understand it, according to the Tampa Bay Times.
Okay, but what is that age? What is the age of maturity? We don't know, right? It's not clear in the bill.
But while the bill, they said up until grade 3.
Well,
I'll
here's
say
the
up
other thing,
until the
because
age of 8.
Christine just wrote something that it's like, now she's changing my mind, and I'm for the bill, because she goes, yeah, like if a kid says to a teacher, I think I'm gay, like a kid 0 to 3 says to a teacher, why would a teacher keep that to herself? Isn't that the teacher can be like, yeah, by the way, your kid said this?
Well, no, it would be 0 to 8 years old. They said 3rd grade.
3rd grade, I mean, yeah.
No, a teacher shouldn't tell the parents if a kid comes out to them.
Yo, I think I'm gay. I don't
think, no. That's no, I don't think so. If the
How?
Kid,
They're not a
if the-
psychiatrist.
If the kid chose to confide in the teacher
Yeah?
instead of their parents, there must be a reason, right? We don't know what that reason
But I don't know
is.
if they could make that leap.
But how
But
does
it's
Not
a
a leap.
teacher.
The
I
child
don't
chose
think-
of their own volition
Yeah.
to come out first to that teacher. If they could have, if they wanted to come out to their parents, they would have.
But
But I don't think a kid
high
from
school,
0 to
yeah,
8,
yeah, exactly.
high school,
I would agree.
I don't know.
High school, I'd
I
be
don't
like,
know.
high school, I'd be like, yeah, don't, because there's a fucking reason you shouldn't.
I don't
like
know.
the kid. But
It
if the
also
kid's
leaves
6,
a lot of power in the hands of the teacher.
but
at
if the
that
kid's,
point,
yeah,
so.
if the kid's 6 years old,
Yeah, no.
wouldn't you, like you, if your daughter had said that to a teacher, wouldn't you want to know so that you could accommodate your kid?
Would I want
Like-
to know? Yes, but I don't think that, because then trust is broken. If that teacher comes and tells me, that kid doesn't trust anyone anymore about that. Who knows?
Yeah, but then that's
then
up to you.
fucking love.
That's up
No,
to you
but
to not
just-
tell the kid.
Hold on, a kid
Yeah.
doesn't really know at the age of 6
Yeah.
if he's straight or
I don't
gay
know.
or trans.
But
I don't
wouldn't
know
you
if that's
wanna?
true.
Wouldn't you wanna accommodate your kid if your kid feels that way?
Yes, but again, it's a 6-year-old, bro. At 6-year-old, I thought I was Batman.
Okay, you didn't think you were Batman. You wanted to be Batman.
Well,
Big difference.
whatever.
Difference. I'm just saying. Sometimes you know. Sometimes you meet kids and you know.
I didn't live that experience, so I have no personal history like as experience to say, oh yeah, by this age, because I don't
But
know.
like, what if you're busy, right? And you don't catch on to little things?
I knew I
and
liked
then-
girls when I was 6. Like
I'm saying, what if you're busy as a parent and you don't really catch on to little hints, right?
No.
And then you're not aware of this and you don't accommodate and you're kind of shoehorning your kid into doing shit that they don't like to do.
Like what?
I don't know. Maybe your kid's fucking flamboyant. Maybe you have an obviously gay kid,
like
but
if
you
you're
don't.
taking little Jimmy to soccer practice,
But
and
you
he's
don't
wearing
realize.
fucking,
But you don't
ballerina
realize,
outfit,
okay?
you know.
And the kid really fucking, I don't know. The kid wants theater. The kid wants X sport, whatever. But you keep pushing
you
the
put him
shit.
into theater.
You're not listening.
If you don't
know,
notice.
if you don't know, I'm saying, if you're not aware of all these things, because you're busy, you just sign up. You should go, whatever, the kid's fine. But you don't. Wouldn't it be better to know so you could accommodate your kid?
Well,
But
you
what
have a
happens if
conversation
the
with the kid. You
pastor-
ask him, "What do you want to do?"
What
Bro, I
happens if
can't,
the
bro.
local
This guy's not listening
pastor's
to what I'm saying.
son, who's in some high school,
Yeah.
tells his teacher, "Listen, I think I might be gay." He's 7 years old, and he's like, "Well, I'm not going to have to tell your father, the pastor." What do
Yeah,
you
but
think the fucking
Christine, what
pastor's
you
gonna
just
do?
said is
What'd she say?
absurd.
What'd she say?
If you're a good parent, okay, but what if you're full homophobe and you kill the kid? Like,
I've
fuck.
never heard anything like this happening.
It happens in the Arab world a lot.
Oh, I'm
just
talking
saying.
about the civilized world.
Oh, it happens in the civilized world, not often.
Maybe not killing,
Not
but
killing,
definitely
but
psychologically
disowning.
killing.
Yeah,
They disown.
disowning, yeah, it
But
happens
that-
all the time.
But if you go by extremes, then society's done. You can't take a cab. Why? Because people have been raped when they take cabs. You can't do that. But it's weird. Like I said, if this applies to older, like it doesn't make sense at high school. This and
Yeah,
that.
but-
Because first of all, you're going to stunt the growth of everyone because they're not going to know what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
They're going to find everything out for online and they're going to be confused.
Well, they set up until grade 3.
But till grade 3, I don't think you should be really filling kids up with
Yeah.
sex or anything. Let them just be kids.
Yeah, there you go.
Let them just be kids and enjoy themselves and don't
But the
put.
counter argument for people who don't fall into male and female groups, right, in their own minds
Yeah,
or
yeah.
socially, sorry, between those ages, they learn what a boy and a girl is,
Yeah.
right? So they're going to counter argue that if they can, like, I think it was Preach actually put a meme which was pretty accurate here.
Yeah.
He's like, people are always saying, don't talk to kids about, trans people, but they're asking
I never heard.
4-year-olds if they, no, it was a meme.
Yeah.
They're asking 4-year-olds if they have a girlfriend. Like
Oh, okay,
Yeah, yeah.
hold on.
That's on the same
I've
level.
never asked that.
Neither
So-
would I. I'm not a fucking idiot.
But while the bill and its supporters stipulate that the provision explicitly applies to primary levels, which include grades up to 3rd, opponents worry the ambiguous language could mean the measures end up being applied to older students as well.
Well, I said the same thing because they said
very
classrooms
vague.
and
I
they
don't
never.
like the
I
vague
said the same
construct.
thing. I said it's too ambiguous because didn't I say what do you mean by classroom? Because that could apply from 0 to university. I said the same thing.
Yeah.
I have, dude.
It's
If,
vague. I'm
if
never
this
gonna
is-
support anything that's
if
vague.
If this is 0 to 3, first of all, I feel like it's unnecessary, and I don't mind it because you shouldn't be talking to kids about banging and
But then again,
let
why,
them be kids.
But was this an issue in
But
Florida?
that's what he said. He said, "Are you making an issue of something that was not an
Yeah.
issue?"
Because if a bunch of people were going into classrooms at grade 2 and they were going like, this is how you fuck, then 100% they should
That's
implement
clearly
this.
not what's happening. That was never
But that's
happening.
not. Yeah, I don't
But-
think that's
no,
what happened.
I know, but I mean, like,
But even what you're saying, they're not doing sex ed at that level. But I know, like, from my niece,
I know, that's why,
who's
to
in
me,
a
it
public
shocks me.
school here, she's like 13.
Yeah.
They spend like a whole fucking like
No, me too. In
they
high
spend
school,
all kinds of time talking about like LGBTQ plus causes. They like have like a whole month dedicated.
that we
to
didn't
it.
do?
No,
But
neither
we
did
did sex ed in high
We
school.
had some gay kids in the school. We
Yeah.
knew, but I don't know if they knew, but we all knew.
Yeah.
But nobody fucking did anything about it. Like, who cares?
Jorge
Weird.
Rosales dropped something funny in the
Yeah,
super
I want to
chat.
read it. Poseidon wanted to be Batman, and he turned out to be Batman.
I love that.
Let's roll.
love
Let's
Have you
play it
guys
out.
seen
Yeah, hold on, but I'm
gotta
curious.
get home.
Oh, you're leaving?
Yeah, my kids are sick. I have to watch
Sex
this
ed
then.
related?
No, fever related.
Ah.
I gotta get home.
All right. Well, look, that's what we know about this. We know that it's very vague, and the more it's vague, the more it leaves.
A bad taste in our mouths based on our current experience with the
funny.
government.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Because dude, the same argument they made is the argument that I
White
made.
hoods.
But the argument they made is the same argument I made. I go, if isn't it the way it's written, can't you apply it to universities? And then you guys stared at me, and then it turns out that the people that are against it said the same argument.
Why
They
are
said
you
it's a little
creating
vague.
fucking antagonism from me? Maybe him. I didn't fucking say. I just said I don't know. I literally said I don't know anything about this story.
No, you're the
40
one who
times.
told me. You're like, no, it's not for universities. And then we went down, but it could be. Could be
right.
for university.
Yeah.
I agree with you that it's vague and it could be applied other places.
I don't think you will. How do you apply that to adults?
I don't fucking know
What are you going to do? You got-
And why is it called "Don't Say Gay"?
because it's catchy.
Oh yeah, because it's "Don't Say Anything."
Marketang. It's
You
marketang.
can't say straight either.
Yeah, exactly. So why would
Does
they
that
jump-
rhyme, bro? Does that rhyme?
Don't say gay.
Straight. Don't say it straight. Don't say gay.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, it doesn't rhyme. Yeah.
And if you say it gaily, rhymes even
Don't
more.
say gay.
Don't say.
Maybe that's why. Anyways, don't bullshit because then that's what happens. If you lie, you seem less credible.
But you're right about the
The vagary.
the no about
Baguette.
why the need to lie if you're right.
If you're right, yeah.
Yeah,
Because even if you are right, you lose your whole credibility.
Yeah.
You lose your right. Anyways, patreon.com/Pantelis. Join us for all that stuff. Phil Balabanos can make a propaganda film for you. If anything, Phil should be making the commercial for this law. It'll get passed if Phil makes the commercial. He will convince the most... I mean, look, Phil of the White Hood Gang, a new gang that he started, not related to the old White Hood Gang, which was known for all kinds of...
No, we're just doing like we clean up litter in Codeneige.
Yeah, they clean up litter in Côte d'Ivoire.
Our hoods are white like the snow of Codeneige.
Yeah, they also set giant crosses on fire and put them on in front of colored
On the
people's lawns.
mountain. We put crosses on the mountain.
Yes, that's what I
We're burning them for the germs.
They also yell at people and tell them get out of my neighborhood. But it's
those whiteys.
all those whiteys. There's too many white people in his neighborhood. But, Phil Balabanos, balabanos.com. Links are in the description. He's got his own podcast called Phil my hole.
Only if you ask nicely.
It doesn't sound as sexual as I make it out to be. It sounds more like a one man's rant against the world that did him wrong. It is a good podcast. You should check it out. It's out weekly when he remembers. Is that accurate?
It's out week. Yes. It is.
Yeah.
I forgot this week.
The Poseidon69 on Twitter and on Instagram. Poseidon is out there fighting for gay rights by just fighting gay people who want rights. Yeah. Poseidon, very odd way of helping
He's
people.
an odd guy.
The Poseidon69 Twitter, Instagram, twitch.tv/ThePoseidon69. 2 Drink Minimum drops every week. New episode this week was very, very funny. We talked a lot about wrestling.
Yes.
And tonight where are we? We're in Saint-Hyacinthe with Michael.
Yeah.
So we're going to be far, far away. That's about an hour.
Ayakinthos.
Yeah, it's pretty far away. So thank you guys. We have a new Club Zeus coming out on Patreon.
Is
Coming
that
out
it?
tomorrow? Yeah,
Club
that's it. Let's
Zeus.
go fuck yourselves.
Bye bye.
It's Friday.
Go
Go
weekend.
fuck
Yeah,
yourself.
it's Friday.
Yo.